post that she knows that I'm almost famous. Neck bang bang, and we dangerous remaining. Time steady changing. I don't know these niggas, and I don't wanna know them. This girl just want that big moment, so she can blow it. That's bogus, but I don't tell her what's what. Don't wanna be stuck, cause she's so starstruck. Wanna be around us, but I just rather play the field, rather keep it real, rather take you out, rather tell you how I feel, and show you that this game is for real. Cause I know that you're in love, you're looking for a star. Walked all this way to find a man with a car, hanging at the bar, champagne, caviar. No, you never seen a nigga like this, like this. You never seen a nigga like this, like this. Girl, you never seen a nigga like this, like this. You never seen a nigga like this, like this. Girl, you never seen a nigga like this. So quit it, you spend seconds, hours, minutes working on your fitness for a nigga to witness. Go quit it, I ain't tripping. You ain't the baddest bitch I'll ever meet. The homie said he already be in the backseat of a Honda Jeep. For the local shit you can really keep him so cold on him, so cold on him. Few homies in the feds, cause bitch niggas done told on him. Seen them boys in the streets and did a lot more than just stole on them. Niggas know the pen when they feel the heat of that stove on them. Send the hell the Lord don't want them. Funny girls in church Sunday morning, Saturday was out hoeing. Show me a worthy opponent, show me a match. No nigga, I'll face mine. Now my mind, no hang time. That's MJ on the baseline. Girl, I know that you're in love, you're looking for a star. Walked all this way to find a man with a car, hanging at the bar, champagne, caviar. No, you never seen a nigga like this.
Niggas in the room wanna see my cars on flatbeds. Hey, this is a recession, selling that crack, yeah. Niggas selling superstar one bionic glue, and got Superman powers when I'm stressed new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. Yeah. John Dillinger shit. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. Yeah. John Dillinger shit. Niggas in the hood wanna see my cars on flatbeds. Hey, this a recession, selling that crack, yeah. Niggas selling superstar one bionic glue, and got Superman powers when I'm stressed new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga.
Greetings. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Front Line Blacc News. I'm your host, Chan Kruma. I'm joined by my other host, Lady Chase, here in the background. And our West Coast correspondent, Shabaka Sankori, is also joining us. And on part one of season 3, episode 19 of the Front Line Blacc News, we will be discussing several things. Our apologies for the dysfunction displayed during our last show on Facebook. We are back streaming on 3 platforms. So we are streaming on my personal page, my personal Facebook page, the Frontline Blacc News Facebook page, and Lady Chase Revolutionary Agenda page, because PewTube keeps striking Frontline Blacc News YouTube channel. This is the second time they strike this. So, 3 strikes, you're out. So we're appealing it right now. And on tonight's show, we will be discussing several things. The first thing is Tangibles 2023, Tangibles 2024, all the way up to 2100. Demand something tangible for the Black family. So we're going to be discussing that, as we usually do on Frontline Blacc News. And then we're going to give you an update on the Alabama Brawl. That's what they're calling it. That took place in Montgomery, Alabama on Saturday, August 5th, 2023. Will the white savages face hate crime charges? So we're going to be discussing that. The next thing is the Democrats. The Democrats, you Democratic. It's freezing up. Are worried about Jim Crow Biden, as you should be worried about him, especially since he's about to be 82 years old. He's obviously displaying symptoms of dementia and Alzheimer's. So we're going to be discussing that, and also the fact that Black male voters are not supporting him and will not be supporting him in the 2024 presidential election. Let me bring Shabaka back in to keep kicking him out. Sorry, Shabaka, to keep kicking you out.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be discussing what the hell?
What's happening now?
This computer, man, is really stupid. The next topic will be is Ice Cube a sellout? He did an interview with Tucca the Succa, Tucker Carlson. So we're gonna be discussing that. Hip hop just turned 50 years old, Black family, on this past Friday, August 11th, 2023.
And also too,
hold on, Shabaka.
And then also too, okay.
Hold on. I gotta finish the intro. As the current narrative goes, we have the current narrative is that damn, my camera's. This is the one that was responsible for bringing on the scene. That's the current narrative, but that's not the actual narrative. In August 11th of 1973. So hip hop has turned officially 50 years old, and should foundational Black Americans, descendants of American chattel slavery freedmen, be gatekeeping our culture. And then we got Unhoused Neighbor News and Unhoused Neighbor Sweeps. Okay, go ahead, Shabaka. What was you going to say?
Yes, sir. And I've got two. Okay, I got 2 supplementals to add on that, if I may. Okay, also too, August 11th.
Go ahead.
Okay, August 11th, also too, in the year 1965. It's when the Watts riot started.
Oh, yep, sure was. Yep, this is Black August, Black family. This is when the most slave rebellions, the most rebellions in this country have ever occurred. Oh my God, this computer keeps freezing up on me. Sorry, Black family. We're back having technical difficulties. Like the 4th week in a row, we've had technical difficulties. Okay, there's Shabaka again. Okay, welcome back, Shabaka. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
No, they
2 topics are the
they
unhoused neighbor news and the unhoused neighbor sweeps. Go ahead, Shabaka. What were you saying?
yes.
You said the Watts riots that take place in 1965.
Okay. Yeah, on this date as well too, August the 11th.
Well, that was yesterday, but yeah.
Okay. Also too, is that I was currently viewing the motion picture Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I got to the part and I see where Dr. Umar Johnson was right. Okay, in his assessment of it. And once again, Hollywood can kiss our asses because basically what the crux of it is that this dude Namor, or the underwater people, wants the vibranium from Wakanda. And when they kidnapped Siri, you know, who became the queen, she was informed that if Wakanda does not give up the vibranium, that they were going to destroy Wakanda. And from what I understand, I haven't seen the second part yet, but I saw the very, very last scene of the film. And I'm at the part between the ending of it, of what I saw, and and at the part.
Go ahead, Shabaka. Shabaka, are you still there? Shabaka. I don't know what happened to Shabaka. I can't hear him now. Shabaka. I don't know. I think it's going to have to come back in. I don't know what just happened. They've been messing with our channel, something serious. I don't want this truth getting out, Black family. Okay, Shabaka's on 2 different streams. Okay, Shabaka.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And before I got cut off, is that Dr. Umar Johnson was right in his assessment of Wakanda Forever. Is that what it is that the sea people wants Wakanda to give up all the vibranium, or otherwise that they're going to destroy Wakanda. But I did see the very, very last scene of Wakanda because, as you know, Siri becomes the queen of Wakanda because they assassinated the queen mother. Okay. So the CIA has got his hands up all up in it. And the best part of the movie to me is that when she left that fool laying in the sun, because when she went to war with him, she took him out. And he said that he had to get to the water to live. Siri drug him away from the water. That was the best part. So I'm saying all that there to say that is pretty much it's what's going on right now is because everybody hates us, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hates us. The reason why they hate us is because they cannot be us. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so I recognize and appreciate hip hop's 50th anniversary, but hopefully for the next 50 years, they will change the lyrics on it.
Well, Shabaka, you've been around long enough to know that when hip hop first came out, it was not like this. It was not like this at all.
Exactly.
Like this after the white takeover of hip hop. Hip hop originally was Hip hop originally was pro-black. Hip hop originally was empowering and had a positive message, like The Message. Yeah. By Melly Mel.
Exactly. Yeah, and Eric B. and Rakim, if memory serves me correct.
Yes.
You see, you know, and those.
Eric B. is president.
And yes, and then those narratives is that they're suppressed. You see what I'm saying, or have suppressed it.
Correct. Okay. So we're gonna go on to the tangibles. So this is the year and the decade of tangibles, Black family. So demand something tangible for your vote. Any politician now seeking your vote, demand something tangible for your vote. I myself ran for mayor of Denver, Colorado. Ran a long, grueling campaign for mayor of Denver, Colorado on a Black First agenda. And including myself, I told you to demand something tangible for your vote from me. Now, Lady Che has thrown her hat in the ring to run for Aurora City Council at large, including her. Demand something tangible for your vote. So we're going to go over Tangibles 2020. Back in 2020, our good brother, our good FBA brother, Tariq Nasheed, out of Los Angeles, California, came up with the hashtag Tangibles 2020. And in it, he was detailing everything that we, foundational Black Americans, descendants of American chattel slavery, freedmen, the people that built this country, and were not compensated for, are going to demand from the two-party system. So back then, it was the 2020 presidential elections. So nothing has changed except a year. Everything else remains the same. So instead of Tangibles 2020, it's Tangibles 2023, all the way up to Tangibles 2100. But for the sake of the coming election, it's Tangibles 2024. So the 2024 presidential elections are coming up, and foundational Black Americans are going to reject the 50-year-old plus malign neglect policy that has been implemented by the political system. This malign neglect policy mandates that Black Americans should be ignored and only mentioned in vague and non-specific terms, lumping foundational Black Americans into groups with minorities, immigrants, people of color, etc., has only hindered the progress of Black Americans as a group while providing tangible benefits for other groups. In this election cycle, meaning the 2024 election cycle, Black Americans are going to insist that our needs are specifically met by politicians who are seeking our vote. Foundational Black Americans want tangible benefits, specifically for us. We do not want trickle-down, secondary benefits that are provided for every group. Every group has not been systematically marginalized and disenfranchised in every area of society as foundational Black Americans. So we refuse to be lumped in with groups often assisting the exploitation and disenfranchisement of Black Americans. So politicians must offer tangibles, specifically the foundational Black Americans, or we will not vote for them. Be sure to spread this message far and wide on social media using the hashtag Tangibles2020. And since it's 2023, it's Tangibles 2023. And next year it'll be Tangibles 2024. All the way up to 2100, Black family. Demand something tangible for your vote. The days are over of us just to be voting. The days are over of us are over of the white-owned media fear-mongering us into voting blue no matter who and all that other nonsense. Demand something tangible. We're talking about tangible, we're talking about something that's real, something that's substantive, something with substance, meaning reparations, meaning a check, $100 trillion right now for past, present, and future atrocities that have been brought against our people and continue to be brought against our people in 2023.
Right.
And also, we're demanding an anti-Black hate crime bill, similar to the one that the Asian receives. You sneeze wrong around the Asian, it's considered a hate crime, but they can call us words, call us nigger all day, every day, and no charges are being brought. So enough is enough of that. You're not just gonna keep killing us with impunity. And I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but shout out to the brothers and sisters in Montgomery, the FBA brothers and sisters that put in work on white supremacists that were clearly in the wrong. Stops. Shabaki. Go ahead. Shabaka? I can't tell if Shabaka's talking or not. Man, we lost Shabaka. Lady Che, what are your thoughts on tangibles?
Well, the first tangible thought is that you didn't apologize correctly. He said I wasn't going to speak on nothing. The second thought is tangibles. Yeah, I'm running for office. You should already know that we say we're going to provide tangibles. It's based off of what do you really need, so that I can adequately provide that for you. Um, I look at things in a realistic point. Like this is what the like when I'm running right now. The city of Aurora, Aurorians, whatever what we need, what we physically need to live and strive. Um, so yeah, when I say that I'm going to do my best, really as someone that's coming from like the bottom, not really knowing a lot of the fucking political mumbo jumbo that they got going on, and I kind of glad that I don't, because then I want to do things differently, how they should be, which is right and just, um, things that the actual people need. It bothers me that when I'm reading the paper or I'm reading something, and that or I'm listening to them talking their little studies for City Council Aurora, that they're talking about how they don't have no money and they can't do this and they can't do that, and and it's gonna cost them this, it's gonna cost them that. Well, where did the money go in the first place that you had? Where why have they been so irresponsible that the taxpayers have to pay so much?
Welcome back, Shabaka.
So where
No,
you look
thanks.
that is like a diamond in the rough type situation. I've seen things as a way of what I want to change. I want to change the I want to say the ills or the wrongs that have been done in the city.
Um,
I want to change that,
Shabaka, try logging in on a computer because I think they keep kicking you out on the cell phone.
and I want to
Yeah,
there's no
this is what I'm trying to do now.
Okay. Go ahead, Lady Che.
there's no
And
there's no reason for any of this to happen in the city. There's no reason that you have the city people coming and talking about the streets that I've been talking about. There's no reason that all of a sudden they need this and that, and they're expressing to where they're going to house and why is and whatnot, when clearly they obviously have misappropriated somewhere somehow. So I got to go in with a mindset that uh, how it should be, you know, fair and just. How things should be done correctly, so you don't have to redo them years later. So I go in with that mindset. So when you talk about tangibles, what does the city need, or what do the people in the city need? The people in the city need a lot of things, and so I've developed a platform specifically to address the needs of the city, right? And then if we had to listen to what people want me to do, what people think I should do, I can't really change my fucking stripes. I can't change who I am. So for me to talk about, I'm just specific. We already know. It's specifically I'm more majoritarily concerned and really functioning, trying to take care of Black people and the needs of Black people. However, as we look at the case of Black people here in the city, we see that they don't want that. They do, but they don't. So we can't just always focus on me trying to lead you to the water when you know what's right and fair and just, right? So I can continue to do what I'm supposed to do for Black people. You don't want to get on board. That's you problem. But I'm also going to address the needs of everybody who live in the city, because you have everybody in the city who don't like the way the streets are. Everybody in the city don't like that you can't call 911 and get through. There's a lot of things in the city that they don't like. The high property taxes, just there's a lot of things. So I'm gonna address those particular needs. I think particularly when you want tangibles from your future representative, you should talk to them. Because you can't blame somebody for not being perfect right out the gate, especially when everybody likes to sit on their high horse on their real high stools and act like, oh, we don't know who this is and they don't have no experience. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But I strongly remember everybody starting their first job with no experience and they had to go through training and they had to get that experience on that job. Everybody has went through it. It don't matter if you worked as a motherfucking politician your whole goddamn life and been in there. You had to start from somewhere. Right. Someone had to get you in the door.
You have to be
they had to train you. They had to educate you. Right? They had to get you there. Like nobody just starts off being anything. You work at McDonald's, you gotta go through that whole little 3-day, 4-day training.
Yeah, you know the orientation.
So they gotta show you how to flip burgers. They gotta show you how to put the fries in the grease thing. They gotta show you how to mop the floors correctly, how to take the trays right. Somebody had to show you
how to
you know what I mean? So when you go to customer service,
food fresh. Yeah.
Right, you do a customer service job and you behind the scenes on the phone. Somebody had to show you how to read the script. Somebody had to show you how to be polite, right? So all these motherfuckers sitting on this high and mighty fucking stool talking about they don't have no experience. Neither did you. So what we forget, and you acting all stupid and bourgeoisie, just remember, you had to start somewhere. Someone had to teach you. So while we over there criticizing and acting like, oh boy, or so-and-so should just know this, you're not doing your due diligence by reaching out and assisting with what you think they should be doing. If you don't pick up the phone, you don't send an email, you don't call somebody, you don't message them directly, you don't try to find out how to talk to them, that's on you, and you can't blame them for not doing what you think they should have done when you didn't make the fucking do the effort to try to help them be the perfect politician to represent you. Okay? So now that it's 2023, let's focus on, well, so is not good enough to be our candidate. Well, why don't you pick up the phone and help them? Why don't you tap in on their messenger and help them? Why don't you send them an email and address it and help them get right so they can make the corrections to be perfect for you and your community? You dig? So, with that being said, that's what I think tangibles is. And I can offer you tangibles knowing that, if you know that, you know, I'm coming from the street with the mindset of fair and just and take care of needs, necessities, before we can actually do luxuries. You know what I mean? Necessity. So know that's what I'm going to do, and I want to punish this and take care of that, and no more white supremacy passes on my watch. That's because I really truly mean it. It's not fluff. It's not pandering. This is how I feel. You can't get with it. That's again a you problem, not a me problem. If you love living in white supremacy, hey, that again is a you problem, not a me problem. You did? So, yeah, as demand tangibles, but talk to somebody and ask them directly questions that they can answer, and if they can see if it's a possibility of giving you that specific thing. I don't even know if I go and fight for it, and argue about it, and do what I can to get it for you. That's what I know I can definitely say. Do it. I don't know. It's my first time on the job. We'll see.
Shabaka, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Lady Chair. What are your thoughts on tangibles, Shabaka?
Oh, hey, man, tangibles 2023, tangibles 2024, tangibles 2028, tangibles 2032, tangibles 2036, tangibles 2040, tangibles 2044, tangibles 2048, tangibles 2052, tangibles 2056, tangibles 2060, 64, 68, 72, 76, tangibles 2080, tangibles 2084, Tangibles 2088, Tangibles 2092, Tangibles 2096, Tangibles 2100. Okay, can you still hear me?
Sorry, Shabaka, they keep kicking us out the studio. Go ahead. Sorry, Shabaka, they keep kicking us out the studio. Go ahead. Sorry, Shabaka, they keep kicking us out the studio. Shabaka. Oh, Jay's in the building.
Skaggy cuz. Sorry about that the other day. Well, no, I'm not sorry, but you know, little white boy had to get checked. He just said offer pushback. I hate when motherfuckers just tell me pushback all the time, especially when he wasn't really listening. And if you replay that, just listening from like a stranger's perspective, I was on point that whole fucking time. He got the business. I wasn't doing it intentionally. I was just proving a point.
Yeah, Ryan. What's his name? Ryan from Canada.
No, I was just proving a point because, like, I wasn't intentionally be mean because if you notice, I've kept an even voice the whole time, and I was even really nice to him and kind of polite. With knowing, like, if you know how like I get down, like I'm pretty fucking angry. He was like all the time talking shit. I was just doing it like just a little bit ago. So
Shabaka.
it gets really ugly with me.
Yeah.
But he needed that. Like, every white person to jump on your platform, cuz or listens that tries to think that everything is sweet and kosher. They need to know that they just tokenizing and they just doing that. They need to know that shit isn't acceptable. But nobody tells them. Nobody tells them. So
I'm not racist. I have a black friend.
No, real shit though. I don't know. Like it has to be even. They gotta know that certain things are fucking offensive. Goddamn right, it's offensive when you see white people with dreads. Goddamn right, it's offensive.
The fuck are you doing with dreads,
right? But you gotta put it in the perspective of if you that deep in something. If you're that deep into a Rastafari culture,
that shit always rub me the wrong way.
What are you supposed to think, right? If you were created into that, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But I don't say but. And I say is
they're trying to tokenize you, Jay Millie.
Take care of them. And don't let them look right.
And don't let them tokenize you.
Right. But let's just say this. What I'm saying, Jay Millington, is that they white people just have this understanding that if they think that they can hang out, that everything is kosher. Or if they say the N-word to another white boy, not knowing that it's offensive all the way around, you shouldn't say it at all. Right? And then, even Hispanic people,
why are they so?
They can just do it.
Why do they want to say the word so bad? And it needs to be the same one talking about, I don't have a racist bone in my body.
But then not only that, but then they say, well, you know, what I'm talking about, what I'm pointing out, if dude keeps pushing back, I'm like, I can see where you say this and that, say that. But what I know is what I'm speaking on is from a personal experience. Why you gonna tell me that I'm whatever? Look, it's not my fault that white Christianity and white nationalism comes with cloaks and daggers, okay? And torches.
They better come correct when they come to us.
When it comes to be speaking of something that's more just and right and exact, it should not have fear. There shouldn't be any fear coming from this statement versus where we fear them because them come in U-Haul trucks and burn some shit down.
But he's in Canada. He keep talking about ain't no racism in Canada. The black people in Canada are treated horrible.
Well, even if there was black
that's what I've been hearing too.
Even if there was people in Canada, he hasn't surrounded himself with enough of real motherfuckers to have an understanding of it.
And then just because you have one black friend from Philadelphia, don't mean you're not a racist white supremacist.
I mean, you just And also not only that, but I'll say this: you can only blame ignorance so far. But you can't. And when you push it back so much, you're just blatantly showing it, and you don't even know it. You know what I mean? You just haven't called anybody anything, and it's like if they say, "Hey, you know how I am,"
you see how triggered he got.
then you be like, "You know how I am." You know it's all racist, Jay.
Sorry,
you know
Sabaka, we're talking about a whole nother
you know
show.
Like for real, they be like, "You know I'm not racist. You know that's not me, Jay. Come on, Jay. How long have we known each other, right? How many times? Because how many times realistically, Jay, on your show,
Jay Miller's my black
came
card.
on your shit and said,
he gonna give me my black racist, pass.
Dude. Come on, dude. You know I should go on there.
I'm not like that.
Oh, because I called this dude a wood.
I hang
blah
out
blah
with
blah. Everybody know what that
Jay
really
Miller
means.
know who I am.
No,
the fuck you don't.
Eric,
you don't know who you are, Caucasoid.
Hold on. And I said it is in prison for real. We're talking about from this side of the black perspective. When we see you call another Peckerwood in prison, you that don't happen right like that.
That's how they talk.
It don't happen like that.
I've heard the skinheads talk like that. I heard the sharks talk like that.
I never heard in my whole motherfucking life.
I've heard that shit before.
To another white boy
as Wood. As what's up, Wood? I've heard that shit.
Never in my motherfucking life, dude. Listen.
In my 36 years of life, I have seen that.
I'm talking
go ahead, Lady J. Go ahead.
I'm talking to him. So what I'm saying is that I never in my life, and I've been raised by criminals, who've been in and out the motherfucking pen, right? My whole motherfucking life, never heard another white boy address them if they came out of prison as that. Never in my life.
I heard the
not even in movies, cuz we can watch movies right now. I'll name 3 fucking movies where we have white penitentiary motherfuckers never address each other that way.
I heard the 211 crew talk to each other just like that.
We can't even talk about that because they are a whole separate, questionable thing.
They're a white supremacist gang.
Because you're not hearing it. You don't. You really know.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about with you, Jesse. I'm talking to Jay Miller.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, if anybody know anything about that, what he just mentioned, then they would really know the factuals of it, and they wouldn't mention it like that because if they knew the factuals from start to finish, they would know that that is a questionable, curious question. We should thoroughly investigate what the fucking real shit is going on with it on that particular faction, okay? That's some other shit, right? That in itself is a whole nother fucking story separate from fucking Aryan Brotherhood, okay? Trust me.
I've heard it.
Trust me. You got Mexicans up in there. Hey, you got fucking black people doing their dirt. You got Mexicans in there. That's all I gotta say. Just so we can keep it informed. Right? So mutually, back to what I was talking about with Jada. You got motherfuckers come on your broadcast and be like, come on, Jay, you know not like that. And it's clearly like that, but they don't get checked. I don't know, what does he say?
He said they ain't gonna.
I was like, it was kind of like defending my shit, but not really. If you think about it, ultimately, it's giving him the business, factual business, because he was like, he doesn't. You can only claim innocence or cognitive dissonance or blindness to the fact, but when you're bred around nothing but Caucasians, and all they think is that, oh, well, I don't see it like that. I don't see how it's racist. No. So what are you trying to say? That's that right there. The shutdown of not listening is in itself a little racial. You see what I'm saying?
It's always racial.
Yes, it's just right.
And the new racism is denial racism. They'll deny it as much as they possibly can until you put it in their face, and then they end up calling you a bunch of niggers, and they say, "Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." No, you just sorry you got caught. You just sorry you got exposed. You already been down this road so many times.
And 2, I told him
it's a connection.
Cool, blah, and that you would be black friend. You did? Mm-hmm. You're the new black friend. I got a black friend. His name is Jay Billy. You did? So you're now being tokenized. You're now being utilized for you. So they
I'm
put us
sorry,
to
they just
replace
kicked us
it.
out. We back.
They didn't want us to have Park Hill.
Yeah, they don't like the
They
truth.
didn't want to house it.
They don't like the truth, Jay.
They didn't want. Yeah, they didn't want to house it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know. There's feedback somewhere.
Yeah,
But I wanted to get Shabaka's thoughts on tangibles. But I finished
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm sorry about
Okay.
the young man. He's like, I didn't know I was gonna have these race discussions with black nationalists. That was obviously a dig, right? So I just wanted you to know that I was not offended because I thought I was actually pretty fucking drunk when I gave that conversation. I was pretty proud of myself, actually.
Yeah, man.
I stayed right on toe, evenly toned, didn't get irate, didn't get have that angry black woman syndrome thing that they like to throw at us, or angry black.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Okay, I see what brother's saying is here. They ain't liking what's being spoken and they hating on our stream. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Shabaka.
Okay, and I got two windows open right here. Yeah, back on the tangibles. Yeah, most definitely. We need that. Okay, is because we generated the wealth of the nation, and then keep in mind with the seed money for investments, that still came up there off of slavery, forced slave labor. You see what I mean? And then just as we read in the material by Mr. Lerone Bennett Jr.
I told there was a cracker that was so the brother that's tuning in is Jay Millie. Jay Militant.
Oh yeah, welcome to the brother. Yeah, greetings to you there, Mr. Militant.
Yeah, he had a troll on there that was talking about you need to be thankful that you live in the greatest country in the
man, dude, that dude.
And I told that trick. I told him, Shabaka. I said,
trick is right.
My ancestors built this country, so you're welcome.
Right, most definitely.
Like, we got when we think about going on other platforms real quick. When we go over there, everybody knows what we do and how we behave. So it's not a big surprise. It's a surprise for the other individuals that come on there to talk about whatever, right? And it's only like it never just starts off like that. It always is led into a triggered situation, and then we just be going off, right? Mm-hmm. But we should know ultimately that when we go visit our other friends' platforms, they have a wide range of broad and ambiguous terms of diversity, diverse friends. They may have a white friend, Mexican friend, New York friend, whatever, right? So we know that when I'm going in, we might just want to chop it up and talk about something real quick. And then it might lead to a whole terrorization of us terrorizing them for like an hour. And then
well, Lady Che, that's what they call a can of worms.
They come back for a couple of sessions because we just too.
They'll say that racism exists, but they're not the racists.
They
say racist shit, and then when we check them on it, I'm not like that. Jay Millie, you can vouch for me, bro.
You see, when we come up in the room, it's like, Jay Millie took us. And he's over there like, bombed off and cooked something, probably smoking a blunt somewhere. And all you see is a little avatar. Bombed off somewhere. But it's like, how can you defend something when the truth is confronted? We confronted you with the truth because it was triggered out of us. So now we take a couple of days off to let that simmer down. Let them come back to thinking everything's right, sweet, correct, and it really wasn't. But they needed, ultimately it's 2023, and white people need to hear.
There's no white pastors given.
They need to hear that what they're doing is offensive.
And that's a perfect segue to our next topic. But I want to hear Shabaka's thoughts on tangibles. Did you have anything left to say on the tangibles?
Oh, yes, sir. And most definitely on the tangibles, man, you got to have land. You see what I'm saying? Which is a tangible, because see, you got what they call.
Hold on, Shabaka. I got to make a public announcement.
You got to tell the truth, though.
Yeah.
So,
do it right.
On the last program that we aired, Front Line Blacc News, I said that this is strictly my platform. This is not strictly my platform. This is me and Lady Che's platform. When this program was created, it was off a response to what Mile High News had did and how they wrongfully treated Lady Che with the colorism. And we decided to create Frontline Blacc News because we said, look, we need a platform that is strictly for us, by us, and we're going to be on the front lines. We are on the front lines, so we might as well have a program that displays that. So that's where the Front Line Blacc News, and also our political prisoner who was a political prisoner in the Colorado State Mental Hospital, Ramel Understanding. The three of us actually came together and started Front Line Blacc News. So I apologize for any confusion. Front Line Blacc News is not just my platform. It is also Lady Che's platform. It is also Ramel Understanding's platform. And Shabaka Sankori is our West Coast correspondent.
Yeah, and
real quick. This right here.
Yes, that's the chairman.
Okay.
That's chairman.
Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely
chair out of Walmart, Amazon,
a dedication to the chairman.
And burn them up. Then we about to lose every motherfucking metal chair we have in history. Because they're gonna be so bad.
And this is see, and what it is, this here is a multi-purposeful device.
Shout out to Nathaniel Alexander who invented that.
Oh yeah, and then also too. So we already see one movement. You know, one way you could utilize the chair to save us. Then you just simply open the chair like so, and rest your ass. You see, it's a multi-purposeful device. You see what I mean? And they never should have went there and did that man the way they did, who was just simply doing his job, parking.
Oh, we about to get to that, Shabaka. That's a perfect segue. I just wanted to hear your final thoughts on tangibles, and we can move on to the
yes, sir.
Alabama Brawl.
Yes, sir. And tangibles is a very, very good thing. Now, let me show you something. I got this one here. This is the plastic chair, for lightweight duty, in case you have to sit down and do something here. And then also too, we have the metal chair.
All day. Look.
Yep.
Okay. And then I did put a man up there. And share it, about the black chair that's dedicated to the chairman of Montgomery. And we thank him for his service. You see what I'm saying?
Yep, that's a perfect segue.
Black first.
Yes. You see, I got two versions. You see what I'm saying? I got two versions.
Where the fuck did the chair come from? Let's talk about that. He said he got about the chairs on the boat.
Exactly.
People, people sit down on the chairs and they drink and party.
Right.
And they rolled up the river. They were on the river.
Yes, sir.
There's other Harriet Tubman, because they got other Harriet Tubman.
Oh, yes.
Revolt and fucking freedom and fuck that, we fight back. I didn't know what would. This is Black August. Act accordingly, fucking white people.
Well, we kept saying, something was gonna spark this off.
And it did.
The day that I posted that, the day that happened, I posted a whole bunch of memes about that before it even happened. You can just tell it was in the air, like something was gonna pop off that day.
And then we're getting ready to play Boys Town. Okay.
Oh man, Jay Milton is a 49er fan too.
Okay. Well, we're getting ready to play Boys Town. In the season opener. No, not the season opener, but the beginning of. Okay, but in the beginning of preseason. But the point is that I want to get.
Fucking 2 seconds of the game. Go ahead, Shabaka.
Okay, what I want to do is that old boy came out with the universal distress signal of removing the hat.
The hat, yep. Once that hat was
okay. See, and then what you saw right there, and then what you saw right there, okay.
Because that motherfucker
you see these 5 digits right here.
That cracker hit on Shabaka, and he was like,
and then keep in mind. Okay, now keep in mind. Now you keep in mind, you got what they call an explosion, and you have here what they call an implosion. You see, explosion, implosion. You see what I'm saying? And you see these digits right here. If you slap somebody with these digits, you know what I'm saying? It'll sting you a little bit.
Get out the way. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and then if you want to put somebody in their place, you just simply bring these digits together.
That's right.
And that's what happened. You
Bang,
see,
bang.
in Montgomery, Alabama,
Oh, yeah,
and all these
oh, yeah,
chairs came
definitely.
together.
To Aqua Negro. That's what I call
Oh,
it.
yes, sir.
Like,
And then is yeah, and as Jay Militant is saying right here, shout out to the young brother for taking that swim to whoop some cracker ass. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's because that young man, you know, saw his people in the state of emergency, of duress, and he took the initiative, you know what I'm saying? And he went swimming, you know, and he put some work in.
Gators, it could have.
What?
Water, you saw him just swimming like, what? You saw motherfuckers coming off the deck.
Yeah.
And then before they got activated, that one brother was trying to pull the other white boys off of his brother, right? And he was trying to be peaceful. He was just trying to get him off of him, right? It was like, and then everyone started coming out. It's like, look, when the brother with the hat, the one who's getting jumped on, and they started coming, he's like, hey, hold on, we got this. You come with me, eh? It was peaceful. Calm. There's another thing where we get the win, where they say, oh, all these black people always shooting up shit. What? No guns was used, guys. No guns.
Yeah.
It was just
exactly.
Chairs, feet, hands, and chairs. Okay, straight
up.
And that's what I say. We need no motherfucking pistol. We got
exactly.
Right
here. You see,
feet and hands. That's
hand
all
to hand combat. They ain't ready for that.
Hand to hand combat.
They ain't ready for that. So before we get off into a tangent. Our next topic, which everybody has already alluded to,
right,
is an update on the Alabama Brawl.
Oh yeah,
it's in Montgomery, Alabama, on Saturday, August 5th, 2023.
Oh yeah.
Well, the white savages face hate crime charges.
Good, as well as they should.
Oh, the blunt.
As well as they should.
So, I like the video Jesse has on his page with the guy hitting the cop.
Oh my God. Oh man.
It's gone down. Watch every Walmart be out of fucking chair.
They're gonna outlaw the chair, y'all.
So keep your chair, guys.
Keep them as collector's items.
That the chair was costing like $200-$300 at Home Depot or some shit.
They just go in the backyard. Everybody got a folding chair. Hard guard that with your motherfucking life, okay? We all got folding chairs around this bitch. The
folding chair has become a symbol of resistance, of rebellion, of Black empowerment.
Right.
Yes, sir. It's a multi-purpose device.
And it was created by a Black man, Nathaniel Alexander.
You see, and then the cold part about it is, you see, this is what they're gonna probably the panties, the governor of Florida. Of course,
Satan and anybody that thinks like that.
Oh yeah, well the panties, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be perfectly clear that I'm calling him a punk and that I'm saying that he wears women's underwear. Okay, just like when I mentioned the dump as in human shit. I want to be perfectly clear about that, to quote another crooked ass president who's made to look like a Boy Scout, with Trump stuff.
You talking about which one are you talking about? That's so many.
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon.
Yeah, because Richard Nixon used to say each time that he gave a speech, he wants to make this perfectly clear. So therefore, I'm making it perfectly clear that Donald Duck Orange Man Trump belongs walking a concrete. He should be doing 25 to life. And not only that, he should be...
And man, Trump looking good with them
indictments. Yeah, and he should be charged with crimes against humanity.
Or indictment. These crackers said they're going to vote. Oh, my God. They said they're going to rally behind him even more. The more indictments he get.
The indictments are going to cancel him.
The indictments ain't deterring a damn thing. His ratings keep going through the roof on the Republican side. The Satan ain't even holding a candle to him. And
I like that. The Satan,
any other motherfuckers, Nikki Haley, Rama Salami, Rama Noodles, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh yeah, the salami man,
anywhere close to ratings that the dump is getting. But before we get off into another tangent,
Mm-hmm.
I have a video I would love to play.
Okay, what do we got?
First-hand account from the incident. This sister, her name is Lauren. At least that's what she went on.
Okay.
Sincere Love to God. Shout out to Sincere Love to God. He's also a signal booster of the new black media, as well as we are Front Line Blacc.
Hey, we would love to have him on Shabaka's Black
And
Experience
he
as well
interviewed-
too.
Correct. Yes. And he had interviewed me on his program back in October of last year when I was running for mayor. So yeah, we have much love. I found out about him through Kukizi. Shout out to Kukizi, our B1 codified brother. I actually made a post that said it was only like 4 of us that were at B1 codified out here, or period.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
most definitely.
That's true.
But you see, and then and they used to be across the bay
The
from
star
Boys Town.
majority of you niggas. Oh Lord, here we go. Oh no, put that.
Oh no! Well, they got 2 games coming up. You know what I'm saying in the regular season. Hey man, Pirates, man. You know what I'm saying? We Pirates, okay? And got a stadium. You see what I mean?
I was reading up. Somebody had posted something, or it came up in my news feed. It was like, the Raiders were real pro-black at one time, and they had a line back in the, what was that? I want to say it was in the 70s or 80s. So what the fuck is this in my timeline? I know it's in my timeline, but what's the line?
Okay, but you see, you have to understand.
The wife didn't want like the Broncos or something.
Oh, that was Sab. That was shout out to Sab Lokes. Sab Loke Hotels.
Shout out to he's like if she didn't like the Broncos, they get a divorce.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what Lady Sab said. Yep.
Okay, so everybody ought to be thanking this team. Now everybody should be thanking this team because this team brought you
Hey, guess where
this
Millie's
team
from? Shabaka.
Okay, see, this team brought you this team.
That's
okay. See, here we go, with some little ring around the rosy. Okay, this team.
I'm an official Raider here.
This team. Okay, but wait a minute. But this team. Okay, but this team brought this team. And Montgomery, Alabama brought this team.
What? The Alabama Sluggers.
Okay.
The Alabama Swingers.
That motherfucker.
Okay. And keep in mind here. Here's your work for the lightweight division. And then you have to deal with the heavyweights. You got this one.
We got to play the video before they take it down. They're going out their way to screw up the internet with that because they don't want that to inspire other black groups to commit to whooping on that cockazoid's ass.
Okay, but once again,
but it's already
let's look at how history repeats itself. Because in 1965, the Watts Ride was on. Okay. That was the catalyst for the riots that happened in 66, 67, 68.
No, I'm not going to play the whole show, but the sister's on there and she gives a first-hand account because she was there.
Yeah, so you got to that.
Oh, okay.
No, because the computer keeps freezing up. Okay, let me try.
We'll scroll to that part. That way.
It keeps trying to close the down page up.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they don't like the message. It's called being shadow banned.
Yep, I'm completely shadow banned till tomorrow.
They flagged Front Line Blacc News. We got 2 strikes.
No, man. Okay. All right. Okay. And I'm going to be calling you too on the private line too, Brother Trey, is that we might have a way around that, around this shadow ban.
I found a way out of it too.
And what's the gentleman's name? Mr. Picken. Mr. Prickett. The gentleman, who made the chair famous. Mr. Prickett, I believe is his name.
Yeah. Prickett.
Yeah. Okay.
You talking about the co-captain?
Yes, sir. He's more than welcome to come on our platforms. We love to have him. We love to have him.
Sorry, the computer enough problems up. I basically have.
Well, folks, okay, we're waiting on our people to get back on. And so, we're talking about the tangibles issue, also too talking about the reparations now issue and what have you.
Oh, that's flags
Okay.
you too, Jay?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Brother Chase is back. Okay. As Brother Jay Milliton says, that's what they did to him. They shadow banned him. So, he knows what's up because they don't like this heat. And
now I'm getting a contact right here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Shabaka. The computer was freezing up on me. I wanted to get to the video. So like I said, sister was there. She's on Sincere Love to God's Godcast on YouTube. And he's streaming on many platforms. I think he's on Spotify too. Like I said, he had interviewed me back in October.
Oh, okay.
Black Business Showcase. So
okay, I like to do an interview with him as well too. And then, like I said, I'm going to be calling you off the air, Brother Che. You know what I'm saying? See if we could get our platform back up and running.
This is him and his co-host, Nicety Girl.
Okay.
And they're gonna have the sister from the Brawl. That's what they're dubbing it. It's really a rebellion. It's really an uprising. But the Brawl in Alabama, and she's gonna give her first-hand account of it.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get the video to there. I think I'm there now. So she's about to come on. Her name is Lauren.
Okay.
So Lauren is on the Godcast. Welcome to the Godcast, beloved.
Welcome, Lauren.
Hey.
Appreciate you being here. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm making it.
Making it tired.
Very much.
Right. And I was going to say, let us know how the last couple of days have been for you.
Oh, I think I went to sleep. I think that thing went viral. The end of later on that night, Saturday, woke up Sunday morning to a whole nother world. And it's just been different ever since then. Like my personal Facebook page, it's not even the same page it was this last Friday. It has created opportunities. I've met a lot of people in this, this space. But it's definitely been a challenge because I'm only one person.
Right.
So it's making me get some things in order. It has really shaken up the regular day-to-day life for me, but I'm taking every opportunity that I have, and we're gonna move forward with this.
Right. I'm glad you got that mindset.
Absolutely.
That you have that mindset, because that's something I wanted to talk to you about as I was scrolling through your social media. You know what I'm saying? I said you do makeup, right?
Yeah, I do.
You do makeup, right?
Me too.
Yeah, your makeup is so pretty.
Thank you.
She's gonna start talking about her business.
That's
the main. I'm trying
to figure out what they were going to do with these people, boats or whatever.
And what they're doing there, Brother Che, we're getting ready to do. And I'll be calling you and
Selma, she's from that spot where John Lewis was from, supposedly. And she gave her an account of when she was in Montgomery on the riverboat. She was on the Harriet when all this was going down. So she's giving us a first-hand account because the Harriet was there for like 10 minutes just circling.
Just standing there trying to dock, yes.
Yeah, because they was trying to dock and these crackers holding up the line. They were
right, now let's look at something here.
Now, let's look at these. History. Hold on, Shabaka. These crackers have a history of this shit. And as the videos I play, we're going to see like the history that they have of disrupting shit. These crackers, they have been a major problem. It was said from both the captain and the co-captain, and probably several other people that were involved or at the scene, that these crackers, they have kind of made a habit of doing this shit. And this was a straw that broke the camel's back on that shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in other words, so what the crackers needed was to get their asses spanked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah,
And
you
that's
see the
exactly
belt
what
right
happened.
here? You see
But
now, this is
even-
another
but
multi-purposeful
Shabaka,
device.
let me tell you how on code they are, though. See,
Yes,
they on
sir.
code. We the ones that's off code. We need to
Right.
get on code, and we need to get on the black code, and that's just compensatory code by Nelly Fuller Jr. That's the only
Right.
code we're talking about over here on Front Line Blacc News. Anybody else talking about code? They don't know what the hell they talking about unless they
Okay.
read Nelly Fuller's books and produce justice or actively working to produce justice.
Right.
They don't know what the hell they're talking about when they come to code.
They got
Okay.
We want to create universal man, universal woman.
Okay.
They want to create AI.
Right.
So we're just like not on no kind of same frequency. So
Right.
what we want to do, because we keep talking about unity and we need to unite those that think like us, that are on the same wavelength, on the same mindset, whatever.
Yes, sir.
We are the ones that need to unite.
Exactly.
Because every revolution that has ever taken place throughout world history, even the U.S. history,
Yeah,
it's just
you're
not
right.
the U.S. Majority of the revolutions and rebellions on the plantation, it was a lot of Negroes. I'm good picking the cotton, master.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay right here.
I'm gonna stay right here. Ain't nothing wrong here.
Yeah, man, we'll go sleep.
Ain't nothing wrong with none of this.
Yeah, what's better than what we got that's right here?
Hey, you trying to leave Master's house? I will tell.
But yeah, so this sister was there. She gave him the first-hand account of what transpired. So I'm gonna get back to the video, y'all.
I think it's like 12 or 14 seats, and it's you pedal. You can pedal if you want to. If you don't want to, it's fine. It's still, And I'm like, all them people on that doggone boat, how many trips you gonna make over there and come back? And,
Right.
But the whole reason was the people that had the personal boats were supposed to move, and they couldn't. So the people on the Harriet had been out there. I think the guy said they were supposed to be like 30, 40 minutes prior to that, they were supposed to be off the water. So that was the whole hold up. We were going to do that, and then we were going to find something else to do, and then go back to the Airbnb to finish celebrating her birthday, because they came to Montgomery, and I'm from Selma, so I already live here.
How far is that?
But
How far is that?
Selma to Montgomery,
Yeah.
it's like, if you are not used to going to Selma, they say it's an hour, but we put it at 35, 40 minutes.
San Bernardino.
But yeah, so they
That's
came,
like directly
and I just
west
met them down
of
there
Montgomery.
or whatever. So we're gonna do all that. Of course, we couldn't. They refunded our money because by the time, even before all of that stuff popped off, and they were trying to figure out what they were gonna do with these people's boats or whatever, it was gonna be dark, and I wasn't getting on that water.
And this is
in no dark.
Black
Like,
state.
talking about peddling and alcohol.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Don't even worry about it, boo. We just do something else. Don't even worry about it.
Right.
Go south. So they had already told
That's
us
why
they
we
were
got
gonna
the
have
strong
to refund
code
us
there,
our
Black
money
family,
or whatever.
in
So
the state.
that was
Yeah.
it. And the whole fiasco kind of held us up. And I kind of was already peeping the scene, because I'm like, y'all, they're telling us to move or whatever, but they can't figure out who owned the boats. And I'm just now realizing that the guy that was assaulted, I thought he was the security, because they kept saying they're going to get security, but he's actually the co-captain of the Harriet or whatever. So, and he's an older gentleman from what I was told. And he's from my hometown.
Aww.
So, yeah, it's a lot. And, yeah, so that was that. They did that, and he was telling them, trying to explain to them, like, y'all got to move. This boat has been on the water. And imagine all of those people on there. It's probably like a good 200 people or more on that big boat. They probably had other stuff to do.
He ain't going nowhere.
Right. Now,
over it.
would they not move, or they just weren't there? They were refusing. Like
every time.
Well, when we got there, we were trying to figure out what's going on. They were trying to figure out whose boat it was, and they were mentioning security, but it was the co-captain. He had started unhooking the boat.
Get it to all of us, bro.
From the dock, and he was using them. Used the other boat, like a smaller boat, to kind of like push it on down or whatever. So you'll see in my live, like the boat they were getting in, it was where the Harriet was. But they pushed it on down out the way. And the crazy part about it is nobody came forward until they saw him undoing it. And I'm like, these people been looking for y'all right here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right here. Like you just didn't care. You didn't care. Like, come on, man. What is going on?
That's what I'm talking about.
So that blew me. I'm like,
right?
they done messed up everybody playing. Being stupid.
White people.
All you had to do was move. Y'all was
They
right.
always feel it's
where
hard.
we were
Just
the
that
whole
white
time. We thinking,
right.
like
They had to get
these people
checked
to
on
walk
that.
off because it's
And that's
downtown
one of
and
them.
the river walk, and they had other festivities, you know, the restaurants and you know the whole
bad.
So we're thinking like
So
they'd have left the boat.
You sold this,
Some
you
people,
that.
you know, got off the boat and they left, and then they probably downtown, you know, enjoying themselves, and they were right amongst us the whole time.
Ain't vibing with you, man. You just go do what you're supposed to do because
we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
that was basically was the energy.
Right.
Yeah, I was
just
for real. Like the entitlement, like
right.
And then we were informed after everything happened. They were like, "Well, you know, Trump was down here," and
at a rally that
I was like, "Oh well, I wouldn't know because I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even keep up with that." But every time, just like Ricky Smiley said, every time he come to town, y'all act up.
So he was there recently.
Yeah,
he was there recently.
He was there the day before.
Wow.
He held a rally the day before.
So they was feeling themselves. Huh?
Yeah, and the people actually that the boats belong to, we did not know, but they're from Selma. And they own this restaurant and this gas station.
Black family boycott
and another auto beauty shop that's been down there for years.
Oh, wow.
And this whole situation has uncovered layers that we deal with all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's I hate to say it, and it sounds so redundant and repetitive, but the racism is always amongst us. And we patronize with these people, but sometimes a little bit of alcohol and different stuff will reveal itself. And I always tell people,
drunk enough to fight.
And this has unraveled all of that. And we're like,
that was awesome.
Like, you know,
Light,
those
Light.
They about to have a going out of business there.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to ask you,
a lot going on.
Was the N word being thrown around?
You got
no.
Okay.
Black
girl, I don't think we would have, because people were coming at us like, why y'all just standing there, whatever the case may be. And y'all will let the guy come back and forth, whatever. First of all, we didn't come to, you know, add to anything that was going on. We were really trying to figure out what we was going to do because we had something planned. This was an event we was going to. So why get riled up? You know, it's my cousin's birthday. Y'all to travel, basically, might as well say an hour. And this has thrown a monkey wrench in our plans. Second of all, with everything that was going on, like I tell people all the time, it's a boat full of black folks. That Harriet was coming in slow. Like when all that stuff was happening, it was coming in slow. Because it's a big boat, so you can't just dock in. Because like down there on the Alabama River, sometimes I go. We on the water all the time. We on what we call Little Mexico. That's where everybody go on the Alabama River. You know, you pull up. We have a good time. So it's not like those smaller boats that we have. This is a big boat, and it's coming in slow sideways. And the people on the boat were already ready for the action. There was nothing else we could do. Why would we go down there and put ourselves in there when it's coming? And that's why I told them. That's like why I told them. I said, yeah, it's something. Yeah, they finna get them.
Your position was fine. Where you were and what you were doing was just fine for the situation. So I'm glad you didn't do anything else.
While we're talking about that, let me show the family so y'all know. Y'all get a visualization of what we're talking about. This is a video of our sister down there at the riverfront.
And yeah, everybody that's on that dock surrounding me, that was the these white folks.
Said something?
I said everybody that was surrounding me, you know, that was around, that was us. That was just us. Everybody else was down there. We had people above us, you know, kind of like they just was bystanders and stuff. So it wasn't like a big old crowd of people, but it was a big old crowd. Everybody was minding their business, basically.
Right.
Gotcha. And the video is kind of small. This is just video that's in my messenger, but y'all can see it.
Don't need black man that work security. We trying to get on the zipper cycle, the Marriott trying to come through, and the man was telling them to move their boat because the Marriott couldn't dock so folks to get off, and everybody on the zipper cycle. We said, wait, why these folks the swung on and the jumped on this black man, baby? The crew member that jumped off the Marriott, baby. They was an ass, baby. Now come up out that boat, baby. They ready to move out.
Yeah. Shout out to the crew members.
Chris out here. What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Those my guys right there.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Those my guys right there.
Yeah.
We just gonna get away with that shit like, no.
I kept
we done
getting drunk.
It's summertime. We done already seen George Floyd. I kept
saying Marriott, but
it's Mike Brown.
Okay. And like think about that too. Think about, name the Harriet. This is Black August.
Put your hands on
the situation happened. Like the essence was like
ain't nothing coincidental or accidental.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so not just to add to that, somebody was getting a shirt made, and she was like, "What do you like?" She gave me like 3 different options that the fan would say, and the third one was like Harriet 2.0. I said, "Go with that because of the word." Like, let's go with that, Harriet 2.0.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Harriet was my plan.
On a mini.
Yes, and so you originally from Alabama? You born and raised there?
Yeah, Selma.
So
270.
So were you like shocked by the response of Black people down there, or is that that's the normal get down?
From my city? Yeah, I already know what's going on.
Okay.
You know what this is for, right?
They're gonna do that, like you have other little situations that you see on the news and all of that.
Okay.
You bring your little butt down there to 27 Dallas County. We got this Edmonds Pittsburgh. We got the whole Bloody Sunday thing. You know what I'm saying? Our grandmas, our great grandmas, they were frontline soldiers. We were
they got the history there.
And raised and taught about the history. That's just a historical time. We deal with it all the time. So I already knew. Don't complain. Don't come in. Don't even. This ain't 65. Don't come in.
Yeah, the mayor
get you gone.
No, this ain't no.
Well, John Lewis was talking about how he got his ass kicked up and down. So I'm glad you said that because I was hoping it wasn't that John Lewis directed. So, but that ain't the energy we need.
Yeah.
They hate to show that L.
Y'all leave John Lewis alone, man.
John Lewis was celebrating getting his ass whooped up and down Selma. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, she's right about that. Yeah, she is right about that.
No, that never happened.
Not that type of party. Not that type of party. So the aftermath. You already talked about you getting hit up all across the board by everybody and all of that. But just down on the ground, like as far as some of the arrests that were made, people. I know some people were released or whatever the case may be. What are you hearing about all of that stuff?
I've been hearing like they got arrested. Some have been released. Some, the one guy with the chair, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, he overplayed his part.
That was so high.
What they talking about with our brothers?
Otis, I call him Otis.
Man, listen here. I overplayed his part. Like that whole little chair situation. I was like, and then I listened to his interview with Ricky Smiley. He was like, I just blacked out.
Yeah,
but they snapped forward. But look,
you would never.
All I gotta say is I don't know his name. Everybody asking me, I'm getting people, inboxing me like, what's his name? You know his name, Shari? I literally don't know this man.
That's another thing that I wanted to ask you too. Like, most of the people there, would you say, didn't know each other?
Oh my God!
All the people that was coming together, it's not like everybody knew each other.
No, it just happened that some people were from the same hometown. Selma's right here.
That motherfucker won.
Like it's right there, So it just happened. Like even when the situation happened with the antagonist of the whole thing. We didn't realize they were the owners of that supermarket, the gas station, all of that. We didn't until after the fact. You know, the internet did their thing. So when they seen that, they was pausing like, ain't that such and such? Oh, that's the teacher. And boom, we didn't even have to. I was like, yo, that is
the power of the internet. The power of the internet.
So it was just that, and we didn't, you know, really know. Like, but when it started unfolding, it revealed itself. I mean, y'all should have went down there doing that crap.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm still gonna give. I'm calling him Otis. Otis with the chair. I understand because you know people are coming from all directions, and everything else. So Montgomery. He still is trying to protect himself. You know, in that moment. You know, because there was a lot going on. So I don't fault him. I don't think he overplayed anything. I'm swinging on anything that looked like it's swinging on me. And that's just what it is.
And from my understanding, I think he did say something about, you know, she was being aggressive to him and
she was.
All of that. So, hey, baby, just because you got...
Okay, now what this is for, just changing the subject briefly. Okay. All right, what this... Okay. Okay. What this is for, we know what this is for. Okay. Not getting off topic, but, you know, we used to, you know, offer the same $100. You know what I'm saying? To you dudes out there that could prove your last menstrual cycle. Okay. And it's nice and crispy and everything. So this is for, you know, the alphabetized agenda. You know, for men who say that they are women, and you can get this here, but you got to prove your last menstrual cycle. Now, the reason why I'm doing this here, not getting off topic, is because what went down there in Montgomery, what's going on with the dump, as in human shit, and I want to make that perfectly clear to quote old Tricky Dick, another crook. They say, so you guys got this hidden agenda that you're pushing on our children. And for you individuals, you know, who are born a man and now you calling yourself a woman, if you could prove your last menstrual cycle, okay, and it has to be a bona fide menstrual cycle, not your sisters, not your cousins and what have you, you can get this $100. Now, when you cannot prove that, you fools donate $1,000 to Front Line Blacc News. Let's see if we...
They're not going to do that. We've been doing that for what, 2 years now? 3 years?
Yeah, okay. Well, see, that's the point I'm making, Brother Che. The reason why they're not going to do it, because they can't do it. So what it is some more gaslighting, you know, just like, you know, what went down in Montgomery. You see what I'm saying? You know, our people are getting tired of this prepackaged bullshit and being gaslit.
Okay, well,
straight out. You see? Straight out. Straight out.
Show the actual video.
Yeah, see?
Just get out of it. Who cares? Where are your accountability? Get out of it. Just go to the next one.
See.
You're talking about the same shit. They ain't show shit. But just get out of there and go to the next, the video you were going to initially show. Oh, God, you're
sorry, Black family. Late Che has a very short attention span.
Because I'm like, yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. I can't help it, man. I'm trying to control myself. Because I would just find something and get to the meat of it. You know what I mean? But it's
she
so
just
much
want to see the video. But this sister is giving her real life account of the shit. So
yeah, who cares?
I would like to play that. I mean, I think everybody by now has seen the video.
Yeah.
You know, oh yeah.
And they taking videos down if you show the video. So I mean.
Oh man, and they talk about freedom of speech.
Actually there.
Yeah,
they should shit to give context to. So we already know.
Lady Che just want to see the video. That's it.
I know. I just think that it's like this, family. Like there's so much vital information, but yet we don't got time to.
Oh yeah, support the GoFundMe. This is the GoFundMe right here. Okay, we getting close to the goal.
What is this?
That's the GoFundMe for the victims.
But where did this come?
I had it open.
Why?
Because I wanted to show it.
Okay.
Black victims of the Montgomery River Melee. So I want to donate. There it is.
How they gonna get it though? Who's in charge of that?
Whoever's running the page. I think it's
it's a certain things that you got to do to go. Okay, how much did they raise already? So they got $9,000 raised up already.
Yeah, and the goal is 12,000, but
okay, they're 75% of the way there.
Goal and keep donating.
And then keep in mind too. And keep in mind too, is off of research we did at Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Stephanie Mills is going to be doing a benefit concert.
I'm glad you brought that up, Shabaka. Yeah, because I shared that a couple days ago. Yeah.
So we want to mention that.
This is the definition of getting on cold, Black.
Without a doubt. And what you're seeing right here under the law of physics, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have our explosion, okay? But what you witnessed there in Montgomery was an implosion.
Yeah.
And this is just a basic law of physics. This is a basic law of physics.
Okay, can I turn the machine on? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for like 33 minutes? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Yeah, cool. And then the machine just killing me.
To Aquaman.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aquaman.
Shout out to Aquaman.
You know, Young King that got out there listening. That's just the energy. Honestly, I feel like we all need to be on. I can't sit back and watch, you know, my people just get assaulted for no reason. One, mainly for doing his job. All you have to do is move. We have this big Harriet coming in. You guys obviously are from here, come here often with your boat, so you know the routine. Move your ass out the way.
Pretty much.
And he acts nicely. But it was the ignorance. And then I just felt like they felt they were entitled. Because I said, y'all gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah.
Some of y'all gonna disperse. And y'all gonna sit back down in this boat down here and drink y'all little Bud Lights and all this stuff. I was like, yeah. And now, mind you, if you look at my live, one of the guys was telling the other guy, like, point at the boat, like, yeah, I can hear him. But they didn't think chick was gonna pop off.
Right.
These folks is crazy. These folks gonna whoop your ass. They tan. It was the people on the boat. It was the crew members. They tan. They came. They ready. They ready.
They were chanting.
Get on land.
They were saying, "Move, bitch. Get out the way." So shout out to Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because the rest of them was on the edge. They just waiting so they can jump. And boom. You know, black folk, we might start something. We're going to go home because we don't want to get arrested. You going to jump on him. All y'all going to jump on him. The women included too. That's why I said Susan included. Your ass turn around, arrest her too. Ain't no need in crying because that was like firsthand how the police came and they tried to flip the narrative right there. And that's why I was like, no. And I was so glad that they were willing to listen to us, you know, and tell them what's going on. Because what you crying for? You was just down there. And then if you trying to say, I was trying to break it up. First of all, you're a woman. I'm not gonna go in no man's face because if he knock your ass out, that's due to you. Okay, so if your husband is a part of something, you go pull on your husband. Don't go pull on the man or that one they jumping on. Y'all again and doing all that. That's why you got to up. They left the cartoon knots and shit. I was like, that's what you get. I don't feel sorry, cry.
They thought that the Becky Pierce, she thought the Karen and Becky Pierce was gonna work. Oh, woe with me. What I did like too is the first officers that did come on the scene were black, and I think that. Because they were black, I would just say this: no one got shot because if those were white officers, to me, in my opinion, based off of what we've seen, you know, in the past, right, they would have came blasting because they seen a bunch of Negroes and they had every excuse to do it. So, although I felt like the black officers were pulling on the black people more, but they were. I appreciate the fact that they didn't draw their weapons. They did not draw, you know, tasers and things like that. So I appreciate that.
And honestly, like everybody's like, it looked like they was just, but honestly, let's look at it like this: we got all these black men, they whooping ass left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
them white boys, they thought they was gonna get them some. Then they was
they were just drunk enough to fight.
Wow, they was handing it out, baby. They was handing it out like Christmas
They
party. They was handing it out.
No, they got drunk enough to fight.
More of them trying to contain the more
You see, they got that false curve.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I felt like it was so important to let them know what was going on.
They got that false curve.
They were just basically containing us afterwards. More
You see
officers
what I'm
came,
saying?
and it was more.
You got these 5 digits.
It was, some white.
And you just go with the implosion. You see. And you put them in their place. You see. That's what I was saying. Okay, I see that, we got stuck right here. Okay, we're 1 hour and 32 minutes into this stream. Okay, and I think Brother Che, his camera froze, so just keeping it moving right here. There's that,
because
we're getting,
I just couldn't believe y'all want to talk somebody go sit back down like that.
Right.
And I'm thinking, when when the co-captain threw his hat up, I thought in that moment, not only I felt like one, you swung on him, he probably swung on him and said, "You effing N-word," and Otis and the co.
It was up from there.
It was up from there.
It was up from there. GD diploma. I said, "What?"
They changed.
Right.
Down, baby.
Not GD diploma.
He threw it up.
I would love to talk to him. I would love to talk to him because I want to know what he was actually thinking in that moment. Like,
they're emotional.
I want to know what the conversation was because we only saw it from a distance. And all I saw was
disrespect.
Yeah, all I saw was him trying to explain, and the white guy was doing all of this. I said, "Oh shit! Let me get my phone. Something to go down." And they already drinking. They were, they.
See, that was Jack Daniels with false courage. That was Jim. That was Jim Beam with false courage.
And a black man telling you to move.
And that was Johnny Walker.
They didn't like
that. They gave him that false courage.
Trump came down here and gave y'all a fucking free meal ticket for an ass whoop.
Good.
Got some.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Shout out to Trump.
Yeah.
Because you set off Black August. You set it off.
Yep.
And what about my business?
And then keep in mind too, folks, on the historical aspect, is that the Watts Riot in 1965 started in August as well too.
They came out with the video where it was tried.
It looked like it froze here.
Yeah. She got a whole bottle. It's not a whole bottle.
That's exactly what it is.
Me and my sister killed most of this
Okay.
Bullshit.
I don't think the world needs to know that. Okay.
It was a full bottle.
You got it. And so we also found out that that specific area of that lake was actually a slave auction block back in the days.
Yeah, it was.
And so a lot of energy there, a lot of ancestral energy there. So I feel like everybody got on code like this, like it was like osmosis.
Exactly.
It was just like osmosis. It wasn't no whole bunch of. It wasn't like certain people was trying to stop it, and other people was. Everybody was on the same shit at the same time.
Old slave port. That's where they used to march slaves off the ship, off the
boat. Y'all had to be our ancestors come up out the water
onto the auction block.
I didn't feel threatened.
That part.
I didn't feel like nobody was going to get shot.
That part.
Everybody that I'm around, everybody got, legal pistols
to
carry.
Wakanda forever.
Our stuff, leave it in the car because they were checking. But
Wakanda forever.
It's going to be up to FBA to make that a reality.
This is an open, place.
Oh,
so, but when all of that was going on, not one time did I feel like it was just skin and bone, and that's what the boys wanted. They just wanted skin and bone, fist to fist.
Yeah,
they gave it to them. It wasn't even no use in all that. I think the satisfaction came from
you want to try that in a small town again,
right?
Exactly.
And that's the thing too. It was hand in hand, and that's one thing that they cannot do is they cannot beat black men or women. It looks like hand in hand combat.
That's why it's called the Great Equalizer.
Hand in hand combat. You can't get none.
Black
And that's why I was over there on the sidelines, like, yup, whoop his ass, and this, that, and the third. And I honestly don't even know where the sound effects come from, but I was like invested. I was like, yo, I wanted every blow to touch them.
They stay every last
I
thing on
wanted
their mind.
I'd have sat here and watched y'all do this. Like it's okay.
Yep, there's the chairman.
Oh,
we're gonna get to the video.
It's coming.
Yeah,
you know, you
we bow down to the chairman.
Went down to Alabama Brawl.
We bow down to the chairman.
Like how much time passed in between that, from the time when they jumped the man till they went back to their boat before Harriet got there? How much time had passed?
Because the Harriet was never.
That's why they call
far
it
away.
the equalizer.
Right.
It was like it was
like right there.
Yeah. These folks had been sitting there just waiting for
anything I'm saying.
They could just circle because
Oh yeah, no. He equalized the situation. You know, the chairman went there and equalized the situation as he put that work in, and we thank the chairman for his service. We really do.
Not a long time at all. Time was, but when I think about it, it was like 10 minutes.
But they had time to get their ass up out of there, though.
Plenty of time. If you look at my life, my cousin was like, "Where you going? You dead? I didn't go back down there." And they were like, "Why y'all just let him?" They so dumb. They didn't even realize the boat is literally coming in, and
he's a
it wasn't even no reason. And you see, he got arrested. So it is what it is. Oh, I was gonna make sure everybody that was involved. Get him. Her too, the daughter too. I don't know why she kept jumping up, going from person to person, trying to help and do all this. It was tearing her ass up too. I ain't feel sorry. She was down there, hit him too. Tear her ass up, baby.
Period.
Whoop her ass.
Now I feel like the charges that they got were weak.
Because if he'll stop,
most definitely.
just stop with people. Oh, you must want.
I'm thinking some hate crime charges need to be filed on them. The first set, that swung on that co-cap. All of them involved in that right there should be charged with hate crime.
Absolutely.
So
and I know they said nigga.
But that would have been some Asians. Hate crimes would have been on fleek.
Right.
What the hell is the anti-black hate crime law?
Put on his Facebook page. I know you guys heard about whatever. I wasn't fighting. I was trying to get away from the situation. Let me tell you what this redback motherfucker did. He posted a clip that showed about 5 seconds of after they jumped on him. Some of them went back, and the other two, like once the co-captain got all of them were off of him. Now it's just me and you. He couldn't get away from him, so he ready to whoop your ass. Now he kind of got his shirt. Let's go, like. And he's gonna post the clip of him trying to run away from him, but co-captain like, nah, bring your ass.
What the hell is our goddamn
right? So why you trying to post that clip? When I say my city, they turned off the comments, they ratings went down. Like 1.3 reviews.
I never heard any black people
play too much.
And every time a crack we went there, they got killed on site.
All of those cameras, look how many videos came out. All of those cameras saw all of this. People that were on the boat were right there in front of it.
He was trying to get in front of it because he knows he's going to lose that black bacon, those black dollars, and I hope that black people never patronize him again. Go out your way, even if it means going a little bit further. Don't y'all give him another black dime.
Yep, for real. Because at the end of the day, without revenue, they won't be able to survive.
I asked
drain them
correctly. And
drain them
pockets.
That's what you're going to do.
I said, "Where y'all gonna do?"
They definitely would have murdered. They would have murdered him if they and they felt like they would have gotten away with it because they were already lying and trying to paint the narrative. But thank God we have Lauren here, with her camera, giving commentary at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So no, y'all not gonna get away with this today.
Not today. Not on my watch. And honestly, when I was doing that, I wasn't realizing what I was doing, but I did know this. Y'all ass went finna walk off or go home and sit on y'all couch and flip through your TV. No, you finna have Tom and Jerry knocks upside your goddamn head. You're gonna have to bail out of jail. Now you got a 2-piece. You done went to jail and you got your ass kicked, babe. I know y'all were mad.
And Karen, they got popped with the chair by Otis. I know she's sore.
I just thought about, I said she gonna need salon paws, muscle relaxers,
acupuncture.
Auntie hurt. I know they had her. Like, I said, damn.
Right, but she should have keep your ass out of men business. Sit your
And
ass
you
down, let
older
the men
too.
be
Videos
men.
like that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sending
older too.
something
It's like I just was thinking about
it's gonna help you. Beneficial.
my grandmas and all of them. And I swear to God, I told them, my cousins when it was going on,
There's a brother
I said,
named
y'all,
Gray.
after the little situation happened,
He's
I
running
said,
for
man,
Ward
if my
4.
grandma was living, because she told me as a little girl, she always used to tell us about how she wasn't supposed to go march on Bloody Sunday. She left work, and my great grandma told her, don't go down there, you're gonna get hurt. She ended up getting hurt. She used to tell us about like a lot of businesses that are down there are family owned, and they've been in business since the 50s, the 60s, like Brown Drug Store and stuff. Back then it was segregated or whatever. We still have Brown Drug Store. And they would do sit-ins and stuff. I said, man, if my grandma was living, I'd say, Grandma, look. So I could show up. These folks got their ass. Oh my God. Right. Like,
ain't no turn the other cheek.
When no cheek turn. How was you feeling? Like a proud black woman, baby. I was greased up in my cocoa butter. I had my locks, my seashells, and all that going on. I was like a proud black woman. Whoop their ass, baby.
Oh, that's what I you can hear people saying that. Yeah, so they're ready. I was like, listen to my people.
That's why folks, to quote the words of a great man.
Well, I can't say I've never been to Alabama before. I've been to Mobile, Alabama before. But I'm coming to Montgomery. Damn it.
Yeah.
I gotta come to Montgomery.
Gotta make a pilgrimage.
Yeah, that's gonna be a new holiday. That's gonna be the
I don't want to show too much of the footage because YouTube been on some nonsense about that. But some of the aftermath, we can check out some of that.
Well, excellent work, beautiful.
Yes.
And the quoted words of Bundini Brown. Work with him, Junior. Look at that.
Turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that is excellent.
Look at you.
Great work.
Turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta stop sleeping on them old men. They got a lot of
fight left.
Pent up anger.
Cold Captain Boomaye. Cold Captain Boomaye. Cold Captain Boomaye.
Get away from that ass whooping. I was like, they jumping in the water. They get flung in the water.
Excellent.
I ain't fucking nobody. He was beating ass like that ass up.
Excellent work.
When I saw those crew shirts, and I just, because the thing is, when you think about it, like when you say that's my crew right there, you know what I'm saying? Your crew is the ones that got your back. Your crew got you when something go down. Your crew, you know what I'm saying, is gonna handle business with you. They're not leaving you. And again, the crew stepped up and showed out for their black brothers.
And
you
this
know,
is air, man.
and it was just the codification of it all. Aquaman, who we learned is what 16, 17 years old. The courage of that young warrior. That young warrior. I love him so much.
He was really, his adrenaline was
okay, so we got the chairman.
I don't know.
We got Aquaman.
Do they got gators or anything in there? Do they got alligators or anything over there?
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, yo, you don't know what's in that water.
Lauren.
Nothing come by go whoop, like
Lauren, there's alligators.
Did I show you the bobblehead?
Girl, I think that's a part, that water, don't quote me, but I think it's a part of the Alabama River. Your ass get in that water if you want to. Like at Little Mexico, you know, it's smaller. You come up to like the sand dunes and stuff like that, but we're still cautious. You don't go out far, you know, because it drops down. Like, just you can walk down off of it and immediately the water come right here. So,
no, that's like the Pacific Ocean.
For him to just jump in there.
Yeah, that's like the Pacific Ocean. You go out there in the Pacific Ocean, man, you get about 30 yards from the shoreline, man. You're in the floating water.
I understood, you know, where he was coming from.
And then keep in mind up there at the Golden Gate Bridge is that when you go up under the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, it's a cliff that drops off. That's how they were able to build the Golden Gate Bridge, because at that point where that bridge is, the bay is only 90 feet deep at its closest point. And when you get 100 yards out of that ocean past that Golden Gate Bridge, oh yes sir, you in open water.
Across the banner right there, $ D Simp Mom 20, $ D Simp Mom 20. Show our sister Lauren some love via Cash App.
All right.
Yeah, I want to thank.
Yeah, get to the video, actual video.
I'm sorry.
No, you're doing it wrong, cuz. Just
okay. All right, okay. All right, they froze up there in Denver, Colorado, folks.
Why do you have to
Okay. All righty. Okay. Okay.
scroll down the page? Right there, scroll down.
And Sharon Crewman, Lady Chair in Denver, Colorado, and I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the only thing I could say is that we're so very, very proud of the chairman of Montgomery. And like I said, folks, what we need to do here is turn this here into an award, okay, for preserving yourself. Okay, this is what you need. And this is a shout out there to the chairman of Montgomery, Alabama, sir. And you are more than welcome to have a seat. And we appreciate your great work, sir. And thank you for your service to the community. And this is a great equalizer. And you utilize this here, sir, at the spare of the moment where your very life and existence was in jeopardy. You returned force. You didn't sit there and sing Yassa Boss, ass scratching, we shall overcome, and what have you. What you did, sir, you saw something there that you utilized to preserve yourself. It's called self-preservation. Okay, so therefore, you know, see, that gentleman right there, Mr. Reggie Ray, yeah.
Yes,
oh yeah, this is the okay, so that's the chairman.
Yeah,
he is the chairman. Okay.
So we can get a little bit more detail. There you go. Go ahead.
Despicable,
Professor Black,
and still unacceptable. Yeah. The Black Channel is live.
And that there is from Wakanda. That picture there you see, ladies and gentlemen, of Eldridge Cleavers right there on the corner of 16th and Adeline back in 1968. Home of the real Black Panther.
Chairman Sekou can't stand Elvis Cleaver.
Okay.
He calls him a turncoat, treasonous.
Okay.
And he has to call it in the TVA.
yeah, there was some issues with Mr. Cleaver.
Couldn't answer his question. So when he couldn't answer his question, he put on "Here Come the Coons." And I was like, oh, man, because he had asked me, he said, why you got that lock lizard up there?
Oh, man, a lot lizard. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
That's bad. Yeah, lot lizard is bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm quite familiar.
What Black manhood is supposed to look like. But
and the sad part about it is that Eldridge Cleaver was from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. And then also, too, ladies and gentlemen, as the 5 Nights in Los Angeles has started in the year 1965, and it looks like a lot of history is made in the month of August. Yeah, for Black history. Yeah, Black August.
Yeah, Black August. TVA is going to go into vivid detail. They put an age disclaimer and a violence disclaimer up.
It's like better than my
okay.
It's so exciting.
Okay. Yeah, I see Black Truth is talking 2.5 hours on this one.
Oh, yeah, they don't want this to go out.
No, just only going to show the first little bit.
I'm just going to show like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, because it's really good.
The captain was... The captain had gave his testimony.
Yeah, just get to the part where he starts it because it's good. The whole thing is good, but like it's not like what we were watching earlier. This shit.
Okay, folks. Well, let's look at the chairman of how the chairman was putting in some work, making a name for himself, and how he was preserving himself. And as we stated before, is that the chair, has 2 purposes.
Yeah.
Unapologetic, unadulterated, and absolutely uncompromising. Greetings, brothers and sisters from around the world, and welcome back to the home, the haven, the stronghold, the everlasting super fortress of intelligent Black thought. We are the Black Media. This is the Black Channel. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, the voice of Black America, the Black Authority, broadcasting to you live from the only historically Black college and university of higher education and learning in the cosmos. You are, of course, welcome to join us. And join us you shall, because on tonight's program.
Jesse been here for like 3 hours. I didn't wake up.
First, just to do a little bit of recapping here,
just
to let everyone know that, by the way, I was at no point was I under any illusions. All right, as you all have been hearing here about the story that has captivated the world, the Alabama Riverboat Uprising.
Yeah, shout out to Man Black.
The Alabama Riverboat Uprising against white supremacists.
Yeah.
As you all realize here, back on the 8th, I'm one of the first people to let you all know that, by the way, I was watching. It's kind of hard when you have to watch local news in a local city, but at least we have access to it now with the internet age.
Yeah.
Right.
It can be hard to get local news from a local city, but when they had the press conference with the mayor of Montgomery, Alabama, and the police chief of Montgomery, Alabama, I brought that to you all on YouTube so you could see it for yourselves, exactly what they were saying. And you notice what I said then, that the Alabama Police Department has released more details. They've named the white suspects, but who also had outstanding warrants, by the way,
on X.
And they're asking that Reggie Gray, at the time, the outlets were saying his name was Reggie Gray. They're reporting now that his name is Reggie Ray, not Reggie Gray.
That's even better.
They're asking that Reggie Ray, the chairman of Alabama, contact the Metropolitan Montgomery Police Department for, quote, further interviews. And I said, I'm monitoring the situation. And notice that when I came back and gave my next post,
that's funny.
I was
further
saying
interviews.
These are the events that unfolded, and then Reggie Ray, the chairman, is asked to contact police. So you'll notice at no time, I kept saying that because I'm like, okay, I don't like that.
Right.
I don't think he should. If anything, make sure you have a lawyer contact them. But I'm like, no, they don't want him to come in to talk to them. No. There's no reason to do that. They can call him on the phone and talk to him. He doesn't need to go see them to talk to them. Right. So what they were trying to avoid is black folks showing up in the streets for a repeat encore performance. They were concerned that black folk was going to take to the streets and that there was going to be an encore performance all over Montgomery, Alabama. That's what they were concerned about. So they tried to play it down. Your black mayor and your black so-called police chief, they were there to try to play it down because they were worried. They were worried we was getting ready to see an encore performance. And everybody was getting ready to join in and bring their chairs or whatever else. So, of course, they tried to play that down as much as they could. And they told him, oh, well, don't worry. We'll talk to him later. They was waiting for the heat to die down. They was waiting for the heat to fall back. They could have said all that when they talked about the first folk. Now they're saying suspect. Now they're using the same language with him that they used with the white assailants. Suspect. They weren't saying that before. No. Now they are. Now they're saying it.
They just couldn't arrest 4 crackers. They had to try to arrest them.
They were scared, and some people believe they had good reason.
All right, folks. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, they're throwing monkey wrenches in our
I was on topic from the beginning. I kept talking about they keep asking him, they want him to contact police. You can contact the police by calling them. No, they want him to come to the police station. Ain't nothing you can do at the police station except arrest somebody.
Right.
He can contact you by phone. Why does he need to show up in person? Because the handcuffs are in person.
Yeah,
but they were worried that things was about to jump off. Pull-up summer was about to become pull-up season. So they were worried.
This is bad.
It's summertime. I forgot it's summertime.
Yeah.
It's our normal activity.
Days of summer.
It's our normal.
I've been monitoring the events.
Mr. Chairman.
As they unfolded.
It's even better.
I was monitoring the events here.
Salute me, chair.
It makes me happier.
News broke about this last night. I've been monitoring the events.
That's Pookie already.
This is from WSFA, Channel 12. News at 6. You can see there.
White Supremacist Fleas Association.
Report about this.
Tonight, there has now been a person arrested in connection with the Montgomery Riverfront Brawl.
Ever since last weekend's melee, police say they have wanted to talk with a man seen in videos wielding a folding chair.
That man has been identified as 42-year-old Reggie Ray, and tonight officers confirm he has turned himself in to investigators on charges of disorderly conduct. He was booked in the city jail, and tonight we learned he has
wait a minute, hold on.
$300 bond.
Okay, well, man, yeah, we can get $300 for him, man.
It was part of the brawl that unfolded after
That's 3 days in jail.
Was initially attacked.
There he goes. Excellent.
We're talking about graphic content. Was that graphic content? What the hell? That's graphic content?
No,
sir.
Disorderly conduct. You want to see disorderly conduct?
That guy in the white shirt.
Go to the next step where you got to show him.
This is your disorderly conduct.
And he's standing.
This is your disorderly conduct right here.
Like, we can't see this little ass.
Yes, you can.
No, we can't. I can't. That's all over there.
I was monitoring the situation to stay on top of it here. There was a bit of confusion because I had gotten reports that he had been arrested Friday. So I'm like, I'm supposed to go talk to the police Friday and that he may have been arrested. But the problem was there were conflicting reports. Okay. Let me just go ahead and say that these things happen and they get confusing real quick. And there were conflicting reports. So it wasn't really clear that he was actually being held for a little while. So I had actually been checking on this Friday night. I was checking on it the wee hours of this morning to try to get some confirmation. And it really wasn't for me. It wasn't until this morning that I officially got confirmation that he had been arrested and released, because we had gotten word that he had been arrested, but then we were looking to see if he had been released. Because you all know I'm sitting up here waking folks all up over the damn place. I'm like, he ain't going to spend no time behind bars if I got anything to say about it. Right. Period. He'll spend not a minute. Not a minute.
Like, we get the bond money ready. Let's go.
So here's what happened.
Are still high.
You got to fall asleep, see?
We're going to do you like
this evening. Tensions are still high.
You think?
This evening, tensions are still high as the Montgomery community continues to digest the Riverfront Brawl that played out 1 week ago. The video of that fight making national headlines, leading to
as well as it should have.
The most recent arrest was yesterday of a man police say was wielding a chair in that video and using it as a weapon. Tonight we have brand new video of him leaving jail.
To the chair.
Using it as a weapon. How the hell is self-defense using it as a weapon? When George Zimmerman was running around murdering children, we didn't hear this kind of language, by the way. Never heard it.
Headlines leading to multiple arrests.
The most recent arrest was yesterday of a man police say was wielding a chair.
Sister, you should have stood up and slapped that fella in the mouth for saying that. Right. You should have stood up and smacked him dead in the teeth for saying that.
Right.
How dare you sit there and allow him to get away with this damn slander?
Right.
She should have stood up and smacked him dead in the mouth for it.
Right.
National headlines leading to multiple arrests.
The most recent arrest was yesterday of a man police say was wielding a chair in that video and using it as a weapon. Tonight we have a brand new video of him leaving jail. You can take a look on your screen right here. Late last night, our crew saw 42-year-old Reggie Ray being released from the Montgomery Municipal Jail. Ray turned himself in Friday afternoon, making him the 5th suspect to face charges in this case.
The only black.
So they were camped outside the damn jail, apparently.
Yeah.
They were camped outside the damn jail, apparently.
It's Black August, y'all.
So the news media was sitting there as soon as he was released.
It's Black August. They had to shut the
just to let you know how seriously they were taking it. Clearly, they were camped outside the jail waiting. Somebody gave them the word that he was there.
They were creeping out of the shadows.
They're camped outside the jail so they can get footage of it.
Darkness.
In the darkness.
An unlawful arrest, if ever there was one, by the way.
The look on your screen right here. Late last night, our crew saw 42-year-old Reggie Ray being released from the Montgomery Municipal Jail. Ray turned himself in Friday afternoon, making him the fifth suspect to face charges in this case. He was held on a misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge, but today he's a free man. He's also lawyered up. Promise.
Boy, I'm telling you, don't this white newscaster sound like he's so upset? Today he's a free man. What in the hell? A disorderly conduct charge. He's acting like it's 5 dead, 25 injured.
Right.
Disorderly conduct charge, but now he's a free man. Really, you sound very unhappy about that, sir.
Making him the fifth suspect to face charges in this case.
The fifth suspect, you mean along with the suspected white supremacists who are attacking people left and right? You mean along with them? What the hell was he doing?
Ray turned himself in Friday afternoon, making him the fifth suspect to face charges in this case. He was held on a misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge, but today he's a free man. He's also lawyered up. Prominent civil rights attorney Lee Merritt is now representing him. He released the following statement saying, quote, Mr. Ray was involuntarily roped into the disorderly conduct initiated by a violent white mob. Mr. Ray will continue to participate with the ongoing investigation concerning the same and is committed to being forthcoming about his limited role in the brawl.
Okay, he lawyered up. Okay. Really? All right, he got him a lawyer. All righty.
That seems to make sense to me, bro.
Okay, hey, once again, we salute this gentleman right here. You know what I'm saying? To the chairman, you know, we salute him and thank him for his service.
Yeah. Folks,
and he did serve him.
It's not a brawl when it's self-defense. It's not a brawl. It's not a brawl when it's self-defense.
And we thank him for his service.
Self-defense is a defense because self-defense is not a brawl.
Right.
No, it's not.
What these folks were doing was a brawl. These are the brawlers.
Okay, here's this man right here.
Harassing this man. These are the brawlers.
Here we go.
And then they attack him.
These are the brawlers.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
By the way, Tucker Carlson said white men don't fight like this.
In the sixth one, he tried.
These are your brawlers right
break
here.
it up, and they said they beat him.
They fired on him.
End quote. We have everything we know about this incident up right now on WSFA.com, including details surrounding the 4 other suspects.
Montgomery community.
Going out of their way not to say very much about that. So,
yeah.
So, they've done their part to try to hold it in. There were a few more folks that they arrested another. I want to say I had a story up on there. They arrested another person on there. Let me go ahead and go to CNN because this is also something else. They talked to the captain of the riverboat who was trying to dock. They talked to the captain of the riverboat. And if you haven't seen this in its entirety, you should.
We already passed the 2 hour.
An abject lesson here. If you haven't seen this in its entirety, you need to. We're going to go ahead and review that for you all here now. This is from CNN. They had talked to the riverboat captain here a day or two ago. This is what they said.
In moments, the riverboat captain in that massive Alabama brawl is speaking out for the very first time. He joins me live. But first, some new developments tonight in the investigation. Police are now charging another person, this time Mary Todd, with third-degree assault, making her the 4th person now facing charges. A 21-year-old.
So technically speaking, she's been technically speaking, and it's the correct thing to do, by the way. It is the correct thing because she was a part of this group right here.
Right.
That's the one that got
she was. I think that's her in the blue.
Right.
So you saw she kept running at people, by the way.
Yeah.
So she's there. And by the way, take a look right here. The 16-year-old wearing the red vest, he's an employee and a fellow employee of the man that they attacked on the ground.
He's trying to break it up.
They just sat there. You got that on video. They just assaulted him. They're the employees of the dock.
Trying to break it up
16 years old. But understand, white supremacy believes in going after children. There are no sacred children in white supremacy.
Damn.
So a 16-year-old, and they just said, okay, yeah, if you're a nigger lover, you're a nigger lover, here's how we treat nigger lovers.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to get treated the same as him. That kid's 16 years old now. 16 years old. she's right there with him. So in reality, she got a higher charge than Reggie Ray did. Never mind the fact that he shouldn't get any charges at all.
Reggie Ray being released from.
Leave him alone.
Right.
Making her the fourth person now facing charges. A 21-year-old turned herself in today, is expected to make her first court appearance tomorrow morning. Earlier this week, police also charged 3 men with third-degree assault. That now viral and massive brawl.
So you understand, now they're telling you fifth suspect. So Reggie Ray's picture is supposed to go up here with all the suspected white supremacists. He's supposed to go up there with them. There's a fifth suspect. Yeah, don't you understand? They wasn't going white supremacy. I told you last week, white supremacy doesn't believe in taking the L.
Nope.
So yeah, we rounded up all the white folk, but we gonna grab one of you two and charge you with some BS charge, disorderly conduct. So defending your damn self is disorderly. Now, the fellow who got himself beaten up on the ground, he wasn't being disorderly. Yeah, you're not disorderly if you allow them to if they were to beat you up. Well, that's not disorderly.
That's a new distress signal.
That's not disorderly when they're beating you up and jumping on somebody. That's not disorderly. No, nothing disorderly here.
You see him run and throw his body at him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not disorderly. Well, he's not disorderly as long as he allows himself to be assaulted. Man, if you don't praise the Lord and pass the folding chair.
Oh yeah, big time.
If you don't praise the Lord and pass me the picnic chair, damn it.
Riverboat co-captain Damian Pickett, the man that you saw struck that just now, in the white shirt, asked a private pontoon boat to move so that his boat could park. Pickett, a black man, along with a 16-year-old white young man, were victims in the fight. Tonight, in an exclusive interview, the captain of that riverboat is speaking out about just what happened that day. Captain Jim Kittrell joins me now. Thank you for joining us today. First of all, we've all been watching, we've seen this video. Everyone has been talking about this. We see where the video picks up, but tell us what you saw happen.
Well, what everybody hadn't seen yet is what happened to make all these other things happen. And that was, we were doing our 5 to 7 cruise last Saturday, coming into the dock. I noticed there's a lot of boats at the dock. I noticed that one of the pontoons is too far back for me to align my exit ramp with my exit gate with the exit ramp. So I said, okay, well, so I blow my horn a few times, boop, boop, and nothing happens. So I did that another time, nothing happened. So I got on the PA and I said, folks in the pontoon boat there, could you please move your boat up a few feet so I can pull it into the dock? Nothing happened. No response at all. I did that maybe 5 or 6 times and it still hadn't moved. So I said, okay. So I said, listen now, I've got to get these people to the dock. I've got 200 passengers on here. I need you to move the boat forward.
So he is confirming what we were saying the whole time here. But I was telling you all before that he was trying to line up so he could let people off know what the gangplank was. So standard procedure, and they shouldn't be there. So is everything I've been saying the whole time. Everything I've been saying the whole time is exactly what the captain is confirming here.
Wow.
By the way, if you all like tonight's program, give me a share emoji in the chat room and hit the likes button for me. It's over 4,000 people in just the first 19 minutes. But less than half of everybody here likes the program. So if you don't like the program, I'm going to go ahead and end it here in a minute.
There's a pack of cookies right there. You got to reach. You got to get them because I can't do it. I can't do it. Family, I got an infection. I have a hernia, right? It sits right here. Hernia. I've had it for like 19 years.
Down here early, but if you like the program, hit the likes button for me.
Okay.
We got over 4,000 people here, so I don't know. We got some folks who think Reggie Ray was wrong. Is that what's going on? I'm kind of wondering. I don't know. So if the likes don't come up here in a moment, I'll go ahead and shut things down and we'll make it an early night.
They had to give me blood clotting medicine.
Still nothing. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to call the police.
What happened?
Whatever. It's going to be a bad day. So
so he was trying to warn these people, move your boat.
Anywhere where there might be a virus or bacteria or something. And it'll make it so.
Hey, if you don't move, I'm calling the police. Because what he's saying is what's not communicated here is that they're standing by the boat. They see them.
That's why they're over.
He's not just on the PA, just like at Walmart. Hey, if anybody owns this pontoon boat, what he's trying to say is they were right there by their boat. He could see them. He was talking to them and saying, "Hey, move your boat. We see you. Move your boat."
I did a show.
So they were not out of sight.
Camera, because my legs.
They were not so.
Right now.
So he was talking to them.
Super. Where it is right.
Still nothing. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to call the police. And the police are going to come down here. And if you got alcohol on your boat, whatever, it's going to be a bad day. So let's just move the boat up and avoid that.
Which had never had happened.
Still nothing.
This is all the PA system. You're saying this to them. They're within earshot. You call the police, they still don't respond until this moment when you have your co-captain get off, and that's what he's confronted with.
I'm carrying a fucking 18 pounds.
Well, not yet. After I called the police, I went back on the PA one more time, and I said, "Okay, I've called the police. They're going to be down here. They're coming on their way." Well, the passengers and crew said they're shooting the.
Please share, and reshare. And for those of you folks who are checking us out here on Front Line Blacc News tonight, we are currently producing the episode for Shabaka's Black Experience for Tuesday night, 6 p.m. in the Pacific. Okay, it's 7 p.m. in the Mountain Time Zone, also to 9 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone, and 8 p.m. in the Central. And the number to call in is 516-418-5996. And by the way, we are still waiting on you Biden supporters to give us a call. Okay.
That's the next topic is Biden.
Oh yeah, good. And once again, hey, we salute this man, for his service, the chairman of Montgomery. And ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to your black folding chair, never leave home without it. As the referee says, protect yourself at all times. Okay. And once again, as we know, people, that this is a multi-purpose device. You could use it to save the ass, and you could use it to sit down and rest your ass.
Shout out to
yes,
Alexander.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely a shout out there. Okay, is that there Aquaman, the young man who came to help the brother? Yeah, okay.
I call him Aquaman. No. That's the inventor of the chair.
Oh, okay. No, I thought the chairman was the gentleman who was being assaulted and hit. Oh, okay. So
no, the chairman is our boy Reggie Ray.
Oh, okay. All right, that's the chairman. Okay. All righty. So, ladies and gentlemen.
He was batting down like he was kicking off roaches. He was like, "Bad bitch, back."
And also, too, folks, this episode is for those.
Yes, Jason Black.
18 years of age and over.
Did you see my face? It look like I'm PG-13. Like it make me when I did my strikes and shit with age restriction. And where in anything that I say that comes out of my mouth is registered for children.
This is not
ever. You know what I mean? Anything I say is naturally not for children. I'm an adult. I'm talking to adults, not children.
Right.
I mean, I soften up when I have to talk to children. So I'm saying, so I'm like, when are you looking at me, you think PG-13? No, you should think discretion, adult content, violent context, possible comments on nudity. You know what I mean? Like just stupid things like that. Anything that isn't PG-13. PG-13 will probably be when you see me on the campaign trail and I'm not using broad and ambiguous terms. Our identity politics. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. You don't realize because we haven't launched the site yet, but I have not did any broad and ambiguous term sets in regards to me. I have not made any comments as such. I haven't used no ambiguous words. It's been broad and ambiguous terms or identity politics to describe anything I'm discussing. I am so fucking proud of myself, and let that be the example, because motherfuckers have been like, I'm gonna be the first gay. I'm the first black. I'm the first male. You know what I mean? I haven't used none of that. I'm so proud of myself. Let it be an example to everybody. Cause that shit is like it got really tired really fast, especially the Justice campaign. The Justice should have said, well, it should be like this. I'm the first motherfucking homeless activist up here that actually had a job in fucking housing motherfuckers. And you keep stepping on me. So, this is like that. These motherfuckers like, I'm the first, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be the first lesbian. The first black lesbian. Or lesbian that's black. The next gay councilman, gay black councilman.
Oh my God. Daryl Watson.
I wear booty tight fucking pants. Why is he so
with no socks?
No socks. That motherfucker got straight high water everywhere we go. High water.
Wow.
Has he been around them folks?
That way you see that motherfucker's ankles everywhere. They're always ashy.
Mm-hmm.
So like, he's straight flooding, huh?
Yeah.
Straight. You wear his little fucking what are they? These little loafers.
Prancing around with his white boyfriend.
Prancing around. You don't get no respect, man. Like I'm serious. I'm like, is it too much? Was it too much? Did you have to go with the whites and didn't stay with the blacks? Gay or non-gay? Was it too much?
He's been speaking out since he's been on council.
Yeah, better.
I'm like, oh, now you want to be black, Daryl?
Yeah.
When it's convenient, huh?
Yeah, this new council. I'm still,
when it's convenient.
Still business as usual.
Because you're gay and black. You're gay first and black second.
Yeah, and I was like, Mr. Gay, black. Everyone's like, that's offensive. I don't give a fuck what you think. I really don't give a fuck what you think.
Right.
Because you put your gayness ahead of your blackness.
Yeah.
That is not what's happening in the world.
Right.
It's still, they're going off of the color of your skin.
Yep.
Simple as that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if you're gay, fucking not, is the fact that you put that ahead. I mean, you putting your white husband ahead of your mother's sister or your feelings about black people when you actively go out of your way to not talk about black things
or show up to black events.
Except now you have to. Now you have to. You know what I mean? So you're rocking around with a motherfucking whole ass white man. You done got on his board. Now it's like a team everywhere they go. They go together as a team. Since when does that happen? But all right. He's still a fuck up. He still did what me and Jesse said he was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
He still did it. Jesse was right. Jesse was absolutely correct when he first said it. Now it's just like, I'll co-sign that because he was right, exact. And it's been right and exact since. And to tell you the truth, when I called out the Fox 31 white, we got the footage, Jesse footage. Rolling his eyes, he's recording her while she's recording him, right? She's rolling her eyes, looking at everywhere else except for at the black man telling her about the fucking city and the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then she don't even want to use it. She doesn't want to make excuses. Standing there looking all put out and shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And then they go from showing my video with me actually being pictured in it, walking around and everything.
Yeah, the hypocrisy is real. It really is. And also, too, ladies and gentlemen, You know, we just posted it up on Facebook of our next episode of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced that's coming up. Okay, please call in Tuesday night, 516-418-5996. You know, wait a minute, yeah. What the hell is my phone number? Oh, yeah, not my phone number, the podcast phone number, 516-418-5996. Oh, yeah, it's been a long night, you know what I'm saying? And we're looking at some of our comments here, you know, in our chat room here on Front Line Blacc News. Black is beautiful, black is strong, and we ain't going nowhere to get over it, pale face. White people with their entitlement. You got Dr. King black folk and you got Khalid black folk. We're not the same. That goofy ass police captain trying to make it seem like it still don't go down out there like that. He's a big dummy. Okay, so I don't know where Brother Che is, but you know, definitely get with us on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. It's coming up there August the 15th. It will be 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. in Eastern time zone. And the number to call is 516-418-5996. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to leave the studio. Okay, and then, of course, they're shadow banding us and throwing monkey wrenches in our works. But however, as we say right here, ladies and gentlemen, your chair. It is a multi-purpose device. You can sit down and rest your ass, and you could fold it up to whoop some ass. So, to the chairman of Montgomery, sir, we salute you. Good night.
We held it down. All right.
Thanks for holding it down, Shabaka.
Oh, okay. You guys made it back. I was just about to hit the kill switch, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, you came just in time also to the show, guys.
And that's common practice in the boat world. Yeah, sometimes you have to move a boat here and there just to fit in, have a fuel box or whatever. You have to move the boat sometimes. It's not
Well, it's not unheard of to do something like that. And so, then when that happened, I mean, how did we then see that obviously these men were approached, they came back on the scene, either you thought they had gone, and then this violence escalates. You know, watching this, people immediately thought, just because of the racial dynamic in particular, obviously here, they saw a group of white men attacking a singular black man who was struck, it looks like first. Did you believe that race played an impact and a role on this entire thing?
Well, initially now, Damien, he's actually my first mate. And I've been mentoring him. He's been on the boat for yes, he's the one that was struck. And he's been a dear friend of mine for a long time. And when the first guy hit him, I said, oh my God, you know, and he threw his hat up. I said, oh no, we got problems. And then another guy got involved, and then three or four more guys came running down the dock. I said, my God, they're going to stop this. But they didn't stop it. They jumped in as well. So he had like 5 or 6 folks on there. And another guy that's on the dock, his name's Daniel. And he's 16 years old. He's a deckhand.
The only thing that gentleman did, folks, was say, have a seat.
You're talking about the 16-year-old that I showed you here before. They were talking about him. When they started beating him up. Yeah, that's Daniel. 16-year-old. He's training to be a deckhand.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, they were like, we got hands for the deckhands. So that's Daniel, who he's referring to. 16 years old. He gets assaulted because he's trying to prevent them from harming a black person. So this is the code of white supremacy.
Yeah.
Good job, man. At least you tried. You try to run up like you was going to do something.
Okay. In the chat room, now my mods are telling me something weird. My mods are telling me something weird. They're telling me that YouTube wants them to approve every chair comment y'all are leaving. YouTube, are you this damn Are you this damn psychotic?
Yeah.
My mods are telling me that they're being required to approve all of you all's share emojis.
And I got a word.
I told you all post the share emojis. My mods are saying that YouTube is requiring them to approve your comments with the share emoji in it. YouTube, are you this damn white supremacist crazy that you all have changed? You changed the coding on your website to stop us from putting up a chair emoji? Because, like I say, I'm seeing some of y'all, and it seems to me that your chairs are coming through immediately, but my mods are all telling me that they're having to approve your comments with the chairs. So I don't know if I'm just seeing them because I'm broadcasting the program and you all are seeing something different. Yeah, they just sent me some comments. They just sent me some screenshots. So YouTube is blocking you all's chair emoji comments and saying to approve them. It's asking for them to show the chairs. This is what if you want to know why we need reparations, if you want to know why we need reparations and why we banging on the white supremacist beast, this is why. This is why we got to. This is why. This is why. Yeah, y'all. This is how dedicated to white supremacy YouTube multi-billion-dollar corporations that get our tax dollars and tax help. This is how dedicated they are to it.
Facts.
And just this quickly,
too excited right now.
We got them banning and blocking, hiding comments if you put the chair emoji in there. You ain't now. What term of service is that violating? That tells you got some real hardcore Richard Spencer alt-right folk working in Silicon Valley.
They put the shit up
pretty much.
Stop that chair stuff, dude. Stop that chair stuff, dude.
And then they said,
we know what you're doing. You're getting the symbol there. By the way, you can Pepe the Frog this.
Right.
Since they love things. Hey, it's all a joke, remember?
All right.
I thought these were the people who love symbols being a joke. Remember?
Pepe Le Pew.
Hey, y'all, they can't take a joke. I thought these were the people who loved symbols that were a joke. All we posted was a chair.
Yeah.
Sir, professor, it's called hypocrisy.
Not professor.
Okay.
All we posted was a chair.
That's the Black Authority.
Now all of a sudden, YouTube doesn't like jokes. I thought they loved jokes on the alt-right. I thought they loved jokes. Well, here's a joke for you. Pepe the Frog, the OK symbol.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a joke, remember?
Right.
No sense of humor over there on that side.
6 folks on there. Another guy that's on the dock, his name's Daniel. And he's 16 years old. He's a deckhand candidate, and he did his best, trying. He stepped in there and tried.
Man, he went in there and he stepped in there, man, and got the shit knocked out of him, man.
Yeah, I saw it.
They folded him like a deck of cards, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, I took him to the hospital that night. We've been
to the hospital.
He's doing well. He's still having some head.
So you all understand now, Damien. That's the black man that they assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
He's the co-captain. That's Damien.
Right.
So he wasn't a security guard, as was previously reported. Yeah. He's the co-captain, or first mate, rather. Which
under maritime law, he still got juice on that.
He's the only. I told you all this last week. He's the only person who had to go to the hospital.
Mm.
Oh, Reggie Ray was tapping people on the head with a chair.
Them white folks.
No, none of them had to be hospitalized.
Excellent work.
The only person who had to go to the hospital was Damien. That was it. Nobody else needed to be hospitalized. He was the only one.
Right.
That's it. He's the only one. That's why I was bringing you all those details. I wasn't just going into detail about it. I want you all to understand that when you start hearing the facts, let the facts be known about how this clarifies what really happened. Only one person had to go to the hospital. That was it. Nobody else. The riverboat captain is confirming that. He took the man to the hospital. The police already said nobody else had to be hospitalized. Just him. Well, hell yeah, he had to be hospitalized because this happened to him.
God. Oh my God.
And that happened to nobody else. Yeah, you're damn right he had to be hospitalized.
Mm-hmm. He got jumped on by
you damn right he did. Mm-hmm. He was the only one had to go to a hospital.
And then this brother come in trying to...
Yes, he was the only one who was violently attacked.
And then...
everybody else was committing self-defense.
And it was a wrap after that.
As we said, the only person who was violently attacked was the only one who had to go to a hospital. Nobody else was violently attacked. This was suppressing them. That was self-defense. That's why nobody else had to be hospitalized.
How is he holding up?
Oh yeah, I mean, I took him to the hospital that night. We've been he's doing well. He's still having some headaches and stuff, but he's doing well. But you know, I saw it like everybody else saw it. It looks like a white people attacking a black man. I thought that. I felt that. I felt that was the case. What everybody's thinking, but you know, I don't know the hearts of those men. I have no idea.
And against everything he just said, but he admits to it.
Here we go with double speak.
Here we go. I saw what everybody else saw. I did.
See, now he's being selective of what he's saying. Okay. So this man is being attacked.
You've been hearing from people.
And he's been knocked out.
N-word and every damn thing else. Okay.
5, 6.
6, 7,
all right,
8, 9,
Captain
10.
Bly. Okay.
I thought that. I felt that. I felt that was the case. What everybody's thinking, but you know, I don't know.
Captain Bly. Yeah.
Of those men, I have no idea what's in their hearts. Now I do know the hearts of my crew, and my crew was like frustrated because they couldn't get to the dock, and protective. So I know that's what was going through their mind, because that's what was going through mine. But
had you had any other experiences before with this same group of people?
Well, I don't know about the same group of people. This is a group that comes up from downriver, from Selma. They come up every year and they park the boats and they go have fun downtown. And we have a couple of years ago, we came back from the cruise to get our golf cart that we used to get people up the hill that are handicapped or elderly. And we get back and the golf cart's gone. We don't know where it is. Or eventually we get a call from the hotel, the Embassy Suites Hotel, and they say, "Hey man, your golf cart's in our lobby." So we go down there and get the golf cart, and we see the video, we find out who it is. We call the police. We all get together with the guy that stole it. And, you know, the police say, you know, it's just kind of a prank. And I called my boss because the boat belongs to the city. He said it's city property. But so he wanted me to press charges.
Oh, okay.
But the police
so
said,
it sounds like you need to sue the shit out the city.
Let's let it slide.
Okay.
Now, isn't that interesting? So the captain is now saying that I work for the city, the boat belongs to the city. He talked to his boss who works for the city, and the boss said, you should press charges. But the police told him, well, you know, it's just criminal mischief. It's just a prank. Now you see the result of the Montgomery Police Department. Now, all of a sudden,
hell no. That looks like a motherfucking ass whooping.
Next, they're going to try to tell us it was staged.
It's a jumping. They look
that wasn't.
Montgomery Police
staged.
Department wants to have a crackdown.
Now they want to cry. Big fucking white tears.
All of a sudden now the
Boy, this is bad.
Last year, this was just a prank, white supremacy. Well, you know, it's just a joke.
Let's go out to the one with the chair.
Even if they had black folks as their front for it. So last year, well, you know, boys will be boys. It's just a joke. Now, if these had just been some black teenagers who had run off with city property, they'd have had those teenagers in handcuffs and called that law and order.
They would have been around.
They would have had those black teenagers in handcuffs and told you that this is law and order.
Pretty much.
A year later, all of a sudden, they trying to do some all-in stuff on here.
Yeah.
They trying to do some damn near RICO charges. Well, go grab any nigga you can. A year later. So now the Montgomery Police Department wants to have a crackdown. Last year, it was just a prank. Well, this is what happens when you allow criminal mischief to go unpunished.
What? You can't believe it.
Well,
It was a black and a white saying this shit. I'm like, what?
Well, you know, they always got their.
Oh, clear and
as you know,
obvious.
Brother Che, they always got the, the brain dead
They
ass
say,
scratching.
yeah, of course we can get away with
The
this.
ones that hire for that shit.
Yeah, ass scratchers, yassa bossing, homie kind of niggas. The main stars in that new film called Coon starring the majority of these niggas. Can we just all get along? Yeah.
What's going on here?
I didn't. No, this is. I have never seen it.
They were everything but a child of God.
Anything but a child of God. That's everything in the book, fella. And they all start with slurs.
They okay with saying no.
They know better. They know better.
Nobody passes. Why do you want to say that word so bad? Yeah.
Right. Again, that's why another reason to go ahead and tax the fuck out of them or penalize them because they are the ones in charge when no one wants to talk about it. They are in charge. They are in charge. Not the mayor, not the governor, it's the police. And when you realize that, you come to understand it, then you understand why motherfuckers are like, fund that, no, and shut that down. Because they are in charge.
Enforcement arm of the global system
they have
of
caused so
racism
much
and white
fear
supremacy.
and terrorization. No one will bow down. Or no one will fight that. They'll instead submit to it. Here, thank you. They'll submit because the police have caused so much fear for that everybody will submit to because they don't want to deal with getting killed or imprisoned or ghosted or whatever. And you know what I mean? Police make it very hard for them to live. And it's very few to take that on. I'm gonna take it from that. It ain't nothing new to me. That's proof that terrorizing my whole life.
Yeah, okay, well, anyway, I'm going to shut it down.
Oh, no, Succa.
Yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. This heat,
put a blanket on the chair.
Huh?
We're going to stay nice and warm, for the next time I see you.
No, I can't put a blanket on the chair because I got to lay off in this bed here and rest. But what was the next topics that we got? And just please, make a note that we, fail to, go all the way through on this show, we're gonna do it on Tuesday because actually the show that's scheduled on Shabaka's Black Experience is a continuation of this one. And once again, we want to read this episode for you folks. And let me see, where is it at? Okay, hold on. Okay, going. Yeah, okay. The next episode of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced is as follows. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. And as the chair goes upside your dome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Okay. All righty. Okay. So we'll miss it. We can continue, on that episode right there, Brother Che. It is scheduled, for our normal 2 hours.
Hold on,
And it seems.
don't leave yet, because.
All right. Okay, all right, folks. We're having some technical difficulties right now here at Frontline Blacc News, and I am, the West Coast correspondent for Frontline Blacc News, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, that we do as well too on our podcast, and there's definitely reparations now. The episode coming up this Tuesday will be Row, Row, Row Your Boat. We'll be continuing the discussions on this subject matter that went viral last weekend down in Montgomery, Alabama. And as we all know, Montgomery, Alabama was a major slave port, during slavery. And then, of course, everybody remembers the infamous words of old Frog Face down there. Segregation yesterday, segregation today, segregation tomorrow. Also, too, we will be talking about, in addition to the dump, as in human shit. And I want to make that perfectly clear, to quote one of his predecessors who wanted to make everything preferably clear or perfectly clear. And keep in mind, that's that same bastard who sat up there and told you that he was not a crook.
Yeah,
and I remember today.
Poverty, which led into the war on drugs.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we're talking about the one and only Tricky. And for old bastards out there, such as myself, we all know who Tricky was. And then, too, folks, keep in mind is that in Los Angeles, California, in 1965, Burn Baby Burn was being ingrained into the history of our people of the Watts Ride. Yes. And then also, too, keep in mind is that after 1965, you had other, how should I say, major demonstrations of the 1960s from Cleveland, Detroit, New York City, Oakland, of course, and then, of course, the tragedies after that was the assassination of Dr. King in 1968, where the Panthers or Black militants went on a rampage nationwide. And the reason why I'm mentioning this here is because, see, I'm not going to sweep shit up under the fucking rug. I'm not going to sit up there and tell you that, I saw Disneyland in 1992 when we witnessed the worst urban riot in U.S. history in 1992 with a rebellion. This bullshit that happened down there in Montgomery, Alabama is just a continuation of that shit from the 1960s, and it's also a continuation of what the fuck they did to our people down there in Alabama over 150 years ago. And you bastards out there have the fucking audacity to tell us, I'm going to just get over it. Well, then you motherfuckers get over getting hit upside that dome with that fucking chair. Get over that.
Right.
And I appreciate that, man. And once again, sirs and ladies and gentlemen, we salute the chairman of Montgomery and black folks. More power to you. Yeah. And keep in mind, this is a multi-purpose device now. I have to show it again because, we got the brain dead out there. We got Yasa bosses out there who likes being pissed on their head and being told it is shame. Okay. It's a multi-purpose device. Okay. When you use it like so, set it flat. Okay. You can sit here and you can rest the ass. You see what I'm saying? When you're tired. Okay. Or you can fold it up. Bam! And protect yourself with all that.
And use it to beat
makes it
It's lightweight.
Oh, absolutely. It rests ass and you can whoop ass with it. Excellent invention. And from what I understand too, as Brother Paris was saying, that it was invented by a brother. Hey man, maybe he had some intuitive insight of the future. particularly what was going on in Alabama at the time that, you know, he was making his inventions, you see. But, you know, you just wanted to be dumb little ass scratching Uncle Tom, little yassa bosses and spitting and grinning and cooning.
Day on the plantation.
Yeah, it's a new day. And fuck that shit. And fuck all you motherfuckers out there that sympathize with those assholes that went up there and attacked that man.
Shit going on over here.
So
everywhere we've been.
Yes, sir. So once again, salute to the brother out there. You know what I'm saying? And we thank him for his service. All right. Okay. Okay, brother Percy, I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow, man. And the show is produced for Tuesday on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Part 2 later on.
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. And then if you would like, we can continue.
The RBA is officially out of shadow banning today, right? It's So
oh, okay. So you can get. Okay, so you can get back out there to the public airways. Okay. Okay. All right. And then also to Stinky Bird, you stink. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not calling him the X-Man. Stinky Bird is not worthy to be called the X-Man. Okay. No. Stinky Bird is not worthy of that. And Stinky Bird, you're a bore. Okay. And that tells me that you're Dutch. Okay. And there is no way in hell, Stinky Bird, I'm going to sit up there and say that you are an African. Because that is an insult to my intelligence.
No, forgot about Stanley Morton. We read Heart of Darkness.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. And then we got an excellent collection here where we totally research our stories here. And I'm going to show you folks. Here's who we go talk to. So here's our research. You know, the pictorial history of Black America right there by Ebony Magazine because it chronicled our struggle. Also, too, we got the one and only Mr. Freddie D right here. So for those of you who think that we're a bunch of dumbass niggas up here who don't know shit, okay, we are educated. And we do know that the word is educated.
Sleeping on the Front Line campaign. Front Line campaign like to read actual books.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. And so therefore, to people like Tucker Carlson, Donald Dump, as in human shit.
He did an interview with Ice Cube. We was gonna go on that.
Okay, then we could save that there if you don't mind, you know, because I'm out of it, man. I had a rough day.
I know it's
okay,
right there.
Yes, sir.
The one
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So therefore, so what we do, folks, we research our stories right here. You see what I'm saying? We got knowledge. You see? Yeah, we got knowledge. You see what I'm saying? You know, and then
don't like to read books.
Right.
No, but this here, okay, but you see, Lady Che, the thing is that you had to understand is that Ebony Magazine was pretty much recording the history as it happened in its existence. You see what I'm saying? From 1945, you know, up to when Lyndon Johnson Rice, you know, had sold it. And then also, too, another thing that we have right here, you know, the pyramids and the Sphinxes right there. So when all you assholes, you know, who try to call us up and talk about that we're all the same. No, we're not. We have more information to prove you to contradict, you know, the lies you're saying. Just like those assholes who was on that boat who were drunk and they got drunk enough to fight and they got their asses whipped. And we got the chairman, you know, of Montgomery, you know, for his service. So very, very much. And then, of course, this here should be required reading by all of our youth right here. The one and only X-Man. I've read it 3 times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Once as a teenager, once in my 20s, and I think I read it the 3rd time about 15 years ago. So therefore, you know, we know what we're talking about, you see. And then on top of it as well, too, okay, and we will debate, and we will debate with any brain dead motherfucker like this right here. You see what I'm saying? Okay, who is a miseducated fool. You see what I mean? Oh my God. And this man has the audacity to stay. Good. And then he has the audacity to say that we as descendants of slaves, we should be paying reparations to white slave owners that owned our people.
They already got paid.
Okay. And yeah, Elder, I'm talking about you, and also too, Elder. I'm putting it out there.
Elder's gonna give up his reparations, man.
Okay, and then Elder, you lied when you said that you were from South Central Los Angeles, Elder. Your ass grew up in the Crenshaw district, which is way, way west of South Central. I know LA like the back of my hand. So we just enjoy, these ignoramuses who bombard us with their insults and lack of intelligence. And then to all you police guards, you're chosen for your lack of intelligence and superior brawn. You're ready to lay down your life for a leader you've never seen. George Orwell, 1984. And he wrote the book in 1949, I believe. Okay, folks, so this is Shabaka Sankori for Front Line Blacc News. Bidding you good night. And get with us on Tuesday. Okay, Brother Che. I'm out. Okay.
Oh, we like Shabaka. Well, thank you, Shabaka.
Thank you, Shabaka. And sleep well. Stay black and dangerous.
Yes. Shout out to that chairman. Salute.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That only makes my little comment the best after that.
Make sure y'all check out Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Now let's get back to the video.
Yeah, how much longer?
And make a blank trip. Somebody's committed a crime. You got it on video. The evidence is free and clear. And you told them, yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we're all right. It's no big deal. Let bygones be bygones. We're okay. Since when did the police start doing that? Start being okay coming out making a blank trip when you've got evidence a crime was committed? Since when did that occur? Since when did the police ever start trying to talk you out of pressing charges? They're supposed to just ask you if you want to press charges. Since when did they start doing that? Oh, yeah, since the assailants were white, since the suspects were white, since it's time to do some mass incarceration of white people, since it's time to give them their 3rd and 4th warrants for their arrest, since it's time to do that, since you are cousins with Bubba and Boudreaux and Billy Ray. Since then, that's when it happened. Since then.
You turn my sheet to get done fucking smoking.
So the captain of the riverboat is explaining what I've been saying the whole damn time. They didn't just jump up and do this out of nowhere. They've been doing stuff like this. He's just confirming what I've been saying the whole damn time. So it's also confirming that the police are in on it.
The guy that stole it. And, the police say, it's just kind of a prank. And I called my boss because the boat belongs to the city. Right. He said it's city property. But so he wanted me to press charges. But the police said, hey, man, just a little prank. So let's let it slide. I said, okay.
Well, so Captain, there's been a very different response to this. This does not feel like a prank. It's not being treated like a prank. There are criminal charges. People.
Feels like a prank to me. I ain't got no issue with it. Feels like a prank to me. See, these are some prank licks. We just giving him some prank taps. Don't you see? This is my prank chair. Yeah, this is my prank chair. Just a few love taps. This is my prank chair. Don't worry about it. We good.
Yeah,
We're good.
Yeah.
I don't see what the big deal is. Got my prank chair here. What they upset about? Just my prank chair. No, look, what they're upset about is the optics of standing your ground.
Yes.
They're worried about the optics of standing your ground. And before anybody says anything, oh, he was wielding a chair. Folks, when the police come out, they can use stuns, they can use pepper spray, they can use bullets.
Yep.
If they identify you as a threat. This man clearly identified these individuals as a threat. He was attempting to neutralize the threat. But Jason, I was always some sucker ass kissing bootlick. He was smacking this woman when she was on the ground. There were a couple of other women who also were defending themselves against her. Very obviously, she was an assailant also.
Right.
He was making sure that she remained neutralized.
Right.
When the police tell you get on the ground,
Get on the ground.
they're not asking. So you see, he was concerned. Those women who had to stop her were concerned for their safety. Reggie Ray was concerned about what she was going to do if she got back up. She had already been involved in violently attacking people. He was concerned about what she was going to do next. So he was doing what they teach you at the police academy and everywhere else. He was neutralizing the threat. She was trying to get back up, and he was trying to make sure that the threat was neutralized. He was looking out for other people.
They were in danger.
That's the point.
That's what the police say. I was looking out for my partner.
That's the point. He wasn't looking out for himself. He was trying to defend the public. Now he's been charged with disorderly conduct, when in reality he was trying to defend the public, because the police damn sure ain't been doing it for the last few decades, much less the last couple of years. The police weren't defending the public. The police were saying, let these hooligans free. Oh, it's just a prank. Don't worry about it. By the way, that's the quote prank that you caught them at. How many other acts have they committed all over the city that you ain't did anything about?
And it was involving the chair.
How many others?
It did involve chair, real shit.
How many others that you haven't done anything about?
Many.
How many others?
They can't open it. Literally no cardiac strains.
These are questions that nobody is asked. It doesn't happen in a vacuum. You don't get this damn emboldened because you ain't been getting away with it for a while. You get this emboldened because this is everyday life. No, the chairman did nothing wrong. Maybe his swing technique needs a little bit of work. Maybe his swing technique needs a little bit of improvement. Other than that, we went from Freddie Gray to Reggie Ray.
Reggie Ray.
And I'm 100,000% cool with all that. We went from Freddie Gray to Reggie Ray.
Yep.
And that's I with me.
Yep.
I'm good. I'm good on all of it.
This is you played the video.
Yes, sir. We can go ahead and start this national holiday for Reggie Ray. You damn right. And we'll continue to monitor the situation here. It's gone exactly the way we thought. The bootlicking, ass-kissing mayor down there in Montgomery, Alabama, done exactly what you thought. I told everybody I was concerned that the district attorney might double back later. That once that little coward, that little weasel, feels like the heat's died down some, he gonna try to double back later. And let's see if we can go grab somebody and try to make an example out of them. They didn't try to make an example out of this group of this band of marauding thugs who've been coming through your town. Now, that hasn't been a problem. somebody stands up and does something about it, all of a sudden it's a problem. And you don't hear Tucker Carlson or any of the Fox News right-wing racists telling you that this is a lack of law and order in America, not talking about this is the problem of a liberal city or a black-run city. You don't hear them saying that they're letting crime run rampant. You don't hear Fox News and the right-wing racists saying that. Now, do you? That's your first clue that they know what's really going on down there. That's your first clue. However, you might disagree. Therefore, the telephone lines are now open. The number is 646-787-1933. That's 646-787-1933. Your personal access code to the blackest radio program in existence, the only one of its kind on planet Earth today. As always, you are welcome to join us as we give you ongoing coverage of the Alabama Riverboat Uprising. And make sure we keep these things in proper context for you. I want to thank everyone who has contributed to support tonight's program on PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo. Thank you very much here to Mr. Ramsharan. Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate that. And to everyone else here who's contributed to tonight's program, Mark B., thank you very much as well. We're going to take a very...
What's the next one? So we're going to bed.
I'll get two. Shout out to Rob.
Yep.
From Black Light Revelations. He did an awesome commentary on this as well. I just want to play a snippet of it. Maybe like 20 minutes of it, maybe.
I know it's going to be hilarious.
About the stupid ass mayor.
Because the mayor is a clown. You know what I'm saying? The mayor is one of the biggest clowns on the planet. And we're going to watch this circus. So let's check this out.
Been several arrests in the riverfront melee in Montgomery, Alabama that went viral. 3 men Brawl and the investigation. Sam?
Is not over, as authorities say they originally detained 13 people and fully expect to bring more charges. As for that video that is so difficult to watch, authorities say currently they do not have...
It wasn't difficult. Hey, it wasn't difficult for us to watch. I'll tell you what, I watched this video more than I watched the Tyree Nichols beating.
Yeah, that's right.
And deletion.
Right?
Yeah.
And this was pretty easy to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I enjoyed watching
this video at all. I think I was
tried
like,
in a small town. Right?
Yeah.
Tried on a small boat, right?
I was over there high club.
Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys enjoyed watching this video?
I was like,
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Matter of fact, this is probably on my top 10 list. And I watched every single reaction to it that I could find. Anything that's popped up on my timeline about it, I watched it. I stopped what I'm doing. Hold on, some riverboat updates came up. I gotta check this out.
Right.
Yeah, I've been binge watching all of this. You know what I'm saying?
I did. I know I did.
This is absolutely great. Hey,
this is the best time of my
the
life.
Newscaster, my bad, bro. Might be kind of difficult for you to watch. Very easy for me to watch.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Matter of fact, I would like more programming like this every day. Would you guys agree? And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys show some love to my man YGLTB1. Man, YGLTB1 says, "Where do I get my concealed share license so I can be prepared when some WS acts normal?" Facts. Yo, we're gonna check out some merch because apparently there's just been just a massive amount of merch that's come out. We might be able to get some of those licenses for the chairs. And I know if you go to some places like Home Depot, you can get a rack full of chairs. You can get a whole chair rack. So we're gonna be ironed up and ready. You know what I'm saying?
have enough evidence to bring hate crime charges.
Several days removed from a brutal dockside brawl in Montgomery, Alabama, where this now viral video shows a group of white men attacking a single black boat captain, assault charges have been filed against 3 of the alleged aggressors.
When it initially took place, the police department didn't have the luxury of the video that we all have seen now. Now that we have more information, again, more charges are pending.
The videos certainly paint a vivid picture. After the initial altercation, members of the crew and community jumping in to defend the riverboat's co-captain, Damian Pickett. As you can see from this new footage, the fight quickly escalates. At one point, a man even swinging a folding chair. In police custody this morning, Richard Roberts, 2 other men, Alan Todd and Zachary Shipman, are expected to turn themselves in. All of them facing misdemeanor assault charges. None of the men have pleaded in the case yet, and NBC News has not been able to reach them for comment.
It definitely should never have even gotten physical to begin with.
For witnesses who watched from the riverboat that was attempting to dock, like Leslie Mae Horter, the 45 minutes police say the captain spent asking the pontoon owners to move their boat over a PA system was clearly in vain.
Could you hear what these guys were shouting back?
No, I could not hear from where, in my perspective, what they were shouting back.
That's a great point. Shout out to Torian. Torian says, if it had nothing to do with race, then why do they mention the race of the attackers and the defender? Facts.
Exactly.
And I got that. That's a question that I have for everybody that's watching. That's a great question. Let's get into that, because it's the mainstream news media outlets that keep pushing that headline.
Yeah.
That's a great question. So my question for you guys is, what do you guys think? Shout out to my man KO Kid Fit. What's good with it, bro?
The attitude that they exude was the fact that you're not going to tell us what to do. We were here first.
But there's no doubt they were notified. They knew they were being asked for.
Oh, they had ample opportunity to move their boat.
When asked about possible use of racial epithets or names, the police chief said the evidence they have does not currently meet the FBI standard for a hate crime.
Now, here's my question. What's the FBI standard for a hate crime? And if this doesn't meet the FBI standard for a hate crime, how is it that when you look at an AAPI person the wrong way, or if you happen to bump into an AAPI person on the subway, it fits the criteria?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's my question. What are the FBI criteria for hate crimes against black people?
Oh, man, I just looked it up.
See, the fact that they are bringing this up, now this is something that is of concern that people should be asking about. We need to dig into this. We need to look into this, because this clearly, if you ask me, is a much more aggressive attack than any of the attacks that I've seen in the news. Well, with the AAPI people.
I'm enjoying my game.
For what?
Would you guys agree?
For what?
So what's the FBI standard?
I ain't be doing anything with it.
This is multiple people beating up one person. In the AAPI hate crimes, it's usually one person committing a crime against another person.
Mister.
How is this not inciting a riot? This is more than 5 people involved in a fight.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I find interesting? The mainstream media is not asking those questions. They just say, "Oh, well, don't worry about it. It's not a hate crime." What is the criteria for the hate crime? Yo, what's good with it, RG Titan? Shout out to my man RG Titan. What's the criteria for the hate crime?
Right.
If this isn't a hate crime, then what is? They said the N-word. They attacked one person.
What else about in this episode?
What else you got to do?
The mirror.
There was a lot of, I've seen finger gestures and comments and innuendos made. Working with the local FBI, we did examine if there was enough to file hate crimes charges on this case.
It's important to note that police are still soliciting videos from the public, which is to say their investigation is ongoing. And that witness that we spoke to initially said the co-captain looked awfully shaken up. But once they got off the boat, he did appear to be okay. We reached out to him for comments and have not heard back. Sam Brock, NBC News. Back to you.
Our thanks to Sam there. Joining us now is Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed. Mayor, thanks for taking the time. We heard Sam say it. I know you have said the investigation is still ongoing. Do you expect more charges against more people?
I think it's possible. Certainly as we continue this investigation, we're asking all witnesses and anyone that may have additional.
So now here's my question. I wonder how far back they're going as far as the investigation.
Exactly.
I wonder if they're going to look into why charges weren't filed on these guys for terrorizing the riverfront before.
Previously, right.
Yeah, and I got to agree with Tarek. Shout out to Tarek. If you guys agree with Tarek, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Tarek says they're not asking those questions because they're on code and playing the gaslight game on us. And I agree. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this live stream. We're doing this thoroughly, and we're going to put these questions out there because nobody's going to say that these things were of no concern, because there's always going to be this video out here asking these questions. And I guarantee you that if anybody does try to answer those questions, it'll be nothing but trolling. They won't answer the questions with a legitimate answer, because there is no legitimate answer.
Oh my God, I feel like
You know what I'm saying? There is no legitimate answer.
Yeah.
This guy right here, Stephen Reed, is a willing participant.
Yeah, I feel like
How many people in here are there anybody that's in here from Alabama? If you're from Alabama, give me a thumbs up. If you're not from Alabama, give me a thumbs down. Anybody that's in here from Alabama, make sure you guys share this out. Make sure you guys show this to your people that live in Alabama, so you guys can see exactly what kind of clown that you guys have for a politician, and possibly consider getting somebody new in there.
Information to work with the police, and that is helping us so far get to this point to where we could issue those warrants and see one person come in and another two who should be coming in before the end of the day. So I think anything is possible with this investigation.
So now, why don't they serve these dudes with no-knock warrants? Let me ask you guys a question. If you guys think that they should serve these thugs with no-knock warrants, then give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't think that they should get served with no-knock warrants, give me a thumbs down. This is a violent crime, and they're literally just sitting here waiting around saying, well, we'll just wait for these guys to turn themselves in. Let me ask you a question, man. Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? Where do they just sit back and say, well, we'll just wait for these? Do these look like the kind of people that's going to turn themselves in?
right.
If you ask me, these do not look like the type of people that's going to turn themselves in.
No. It continues. I mean, we're leaving no stone unturned, and we're very intently looking at all facets of this case. We understand that FBI has a federal threshold of hate crime that may differ from what many of us who've seen the video may think ourselves, but we're going to look at this from a legal angle and move forward from there.
I mean, watching the video is so disturbing. You see this one guy who's just trying to do his job.
Hey, listen, man. There wasn't anything disturbing about that video to me. Shout out to Alicia Graham. Was this video disturbing to you guys? It wasn't disturbing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this could fall into that category of oddly satisfying videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
I found immediately a change is coming.
Asking the pontoon boat to move, just be piled on, ganged up on. And at this moment, as you point out, there are no hate crimes or racially based charges filed in the investigation. Do you think there should or could be?
Oh, I think there certainly could be. You know, we've heard information that racial slurs and epithets were used. We're trying to follow up to, confirm that. And if so, then we'll take a look at what our district attorney, as well as our FBI, federal prosecutors tell us.
So now, again, we're not going to push for hate crime charges. I want you guys to see that. If we see this stuff, we're not gonna push for hate crime charges. This guy is not a representative. This guy does not have the people of Montgomery, Alabama, especially the black people of Montgomery, Alabama's best interest in mind. He's not looking to protect anything other than his wallet and his seat, which he better be careful that he don't mess around and get a fold-up chair for that seat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Val. Shout out to DSB. What's good with y'all?
Forward. the main thing for us is to make sure that people understand that this is not representative of Montgomery.
So his biggest concern is PR. The words out of his own mouth. The biggest concern of his is PR.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people to think that this is what my city is like. This is what your city is like.
Right.
And your city is like that because of weak bootlicks like you that simply want to remain in charge. So you let thugs like these morons that try to terrorize the riverfront just run rampant because you want their votes and your money per your leaked phone call, sir. Shout out to BB Rodriguez. What's good with it? Salud. Shalom to DSB and Maxwell Jenkins. What's good with y'all? This dude is lame. Shout out to B1 first. What's good with it, bro? Shout out to Carlton. What's up with you?
Yeah, our federal prosecutors tell us is the best path forward. The main thing for us is to make sure that people understand that this is not representative of Montgomery. The people that started this are not from the city. Those that were working on the area, those that were visiting, are folks who are just looking to have a good time on a hot summer day. So we have to acknowledge this is a incident of.
Look at this, man. No shoes, no shirt, no service. And shout out to Professor Black Shoes for saying that. But this is why you have to have the signs on the front of the door. No shoes, no shirt, no service. These people are out here in boxer shorts fighting. They out here getting beat down in their boxer drawers. That's crazy, man.
Isolation by a few bad actors, and we have to treat it as such.
You are the first.
So I want you guys to pay very close attention. He just said that these individuals here were a few bad actors. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Why? I don't know why this is going backwards as I'm bringing this forward. He said that these were a few bad actors, right? Now, let me ask you a question. Are the police who discouraged the city or who discouraged the captain from pressing charges on him, are those people bad actors too? Yes. Because the reason why these guys are not in jail, the reason why these guys have been allowed to just run rampant is because the police discouraged the captain from pressing charges. This may not be happening. Shout out to Retro Gemini. Retro Gemini said Blacklight Revelations, they had an ad on the radio station talking about supporting this clown, and they just don't know the person this guy is behind closed doors. And the thing that's crazy about it is we got a video. We got a video. We got leaked audio of this cat behind closed doors.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? We got, how many people heard, if you heard the leaked audio of this clown right here?
I did not hear it.
Behind closed doors, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I agree, Cameron. And it's actually more accurate to say that white America is responsible for this. This is in a former Confederate state with a corrupt police department and corrupt government officials with a bunch of meritorious manumission lames as the black officials.
Traitors.
This is the culmination of white America. What do they?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shout out to and shout out to Torian. Torian said that recording came out right after he got put into office.
What did he say?
We need to recirculate that.
The black vote, and he wasn't going to do nothing specifically for black people.
We need to recirculate it because this guy is dangerous. Let me see. I'm gonna see something. See if I can find this real quick.
Leaked audio, man. See, you can't trust nobody nowhere.
Oh yeah, they got a couple.
They're always being recorded.
Yeah, they got a couple. They got a couple accounts of this. So yeah, we're gonna definitely run this. We're gonna definitely run this phone call of Stephen Reed, and that phone call is gonna show you why he's saying the stuff that he's saying. So we got about 3 more minutes of this video left, and then we'll run this Stephen Reed phone call afterwards, and then we get right back into the main topic, which is running down this quote unquote
It's a lot of energy.
Alabama Brawl. Shout out to a lady 747. What's good with it?
I'm so sick.
Be coming in for the end of the day. So I think anything is possible as this investigation continues. I mean, we're leaving no stone unturned. That we're very intently looking at.
We got them on. I haven't heard anything about charges about assaulting a minor. If you guys have heard anything about charges of assaulting a minor, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't, then give me a thumbs down. We just saw him assault a minor. The white boy was a minor.
Yeah. They don't care about any of that.
Helped us so far get to this point to where we could issue those warrants and see one person come in and another 2 who should be coming in before the end of the day. So I think anything is possible as this investigation continues. I mean, we're leaving no stone unturned. That we're very intently looking at all facets of this case. We understand that FBI has a federal threshold of hate crime that may differ from what many of us who've seen the video may think ourselves.
So now here goes my question. What is the federal threshold of hate crime?
Right.
Why are the feds involved? My question. They don't get involved in any other street fight.
Right.
What's the federal threshold of hate crimes? I think that's something that we need to start having discussions about.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
So, but we're going to look at this from a legal angle and move forward from there.
I mean, watching the video is so disturbing. You see this one guy who's just trying to do his job.
Yeah, I agree, Tarek. I think she is. But I mean, it's just common sense at the same time, too, though. It's recorded. You know what I'm saying? And it's just another charge that needs to be piled onto these thugs because these thugs have been allowed to just do whatever it is that they want to.
Yep, these thugs.
You know what I'm saying?
Asking the pontoon boat to move, just be piled on, ganged up on. At this moment, as you point out, there are no hate crimes or racially based charges filed in the investigation. Do you think there should or could be?
Oh, I think there certainly could be. You know, we've heard information that racial slurs and epithets were used. We're trying to follow up to, confirm that. And if so, then we'll take a look at what our district attorney, as well as our FBI, federal prosecutors tell us is the best path forward. The main thing for us is to make sure that people understand that this is not representative of Montgomery.
Here's my question for you guys. How is this not representative of Montgomery? Right. Now, everybody likes to bring up Martin Luther King. How many civil rights activists got assaulted in Montgomery?
Where is the civil rights lawyers now?
Right.
With old boy who got assaulted. Clearly on camera. That is the biggest hypocrisy right there.
That's my question. How many civil rights activists got assaulted in Montgomery by the police department, by the fire department,
needs justice? Where's the fucking speeches?
By the people of Montgomery?
Right? I mean, Westbrook clearly got jumped on.
So how is it not indicative?
Real shit.
Of the community. Explain that to me.
The motherfucking justice fucking ambulance chasers. Where are
the people that started this are not from the city. Those that were working on the area, those that were visiting are folks who are just looking to have a good time on a hot summer day. So we have to acknowledge.
So we have to acknowledge, forget what Stephen Reed is talking about. We have to acknowledge that Stephen Reed is a coward and he's downplaying this situation very heavily to attempt to maintain his base that he wants to have. Yep. Would you guys agree?
Yep, I do agree.
If you guys agree with that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 80 people watching. If everybody can take a moment, smash that like button, hit that bell. If you guys haven't shared the stream to your social media, please take a moment, share the stream to your social media, and try to get us over 100 likes. That'd be great.
This is a incident of isolation by a few bad actors, and we have to treat it as such.
You are the first Black mayor of Montgomery.
Here we go with the first Black shit. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Clickbait Media TV. Clickbait Media TV says, I'm from Mississippi, and I can tell the Montgomery mayor is just an overseer. He has no real power. I agree. And if you ask me, he enjoys that position and is vested in maintaining that position of no power and a simple paycheck. He's not looking to make any kind of changes except to his bottom line. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
I got to agree with Grant, Deneen Grant. He looks like he's having some bladder issues. He's trying to stop himself from being incontinent. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Till Dog. Till Dog says, I'm an alumnus of Troy University, 45 minutes from Montgomery. Trust me, nothing has changed since the 1960s. I'm sure of it. Stuff does not change very often.
Right.
This Negro, Stephen Reed, just may as well be a conservative bootleg. Facts, Cassius. And we definitely going to see some evidence of that shortly.
On a personal level, what has it meant to you to have this happen in your city?
Well, from my standpoint, understanding that the history of being born and raised here, it's a level of sensitivity to this that makes it a little bit different because we are the home to so many.
So then that means that it is indicative of your community, idiot.
Going to sleep under his loads. I'm telling him right
He
now.
just debunked his own talking point. He said that this isn't indicative of the community, but then he says as a result of where this took place, there's a level of sensitivity associated with it.
They can't even see this.
I want to make sure you guys caught that. Did you guys catch that?
Come on. Like get it up. Get over it.
Civil rights organizations and so many things that have happened here to move this country forward. To see something like this happen in our city is problematic. From my standpoint, I look at this in terms of making sure justice is served and making sure those who initiated this and are really be held to blame for it, truly see their day in court and are held accountable for their actions. And that's really the biggest part of this. And it's certainly, disappointing, I think, from everyone's view to see someone who's just doing their job get attacked for doing their job. And I think the next few days
you wouldn't mean like FedEx drivers that get followed around by white father and son mobs, would you? You wouldn't mean like that.
Our investigation will tell us if there was more to it than what we just saw.
Just trying to cover.
There is more to it, and everybody knows that there's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that there's more to it. So now, how many people heard the leaked phone call from Stephen Reed, this mayor? If you guys have heard it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't heard it, then give me a thumbs down. I saw that there were some people that haven't heard it. We're going to check it out real quick. Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed leaked profanity-filled audio about Black votes, part of an extortion attempt. Look at this. Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that face. Shout out to Mo Fax. What's good with it, bro?
Okay, see.
Look at that face. Look at that face. This clown right here. Listen to this idiot.
Give it to me then. Shit, so I can do this. Here. Listen to me. Just please.
I don't have to do no work. Just send it to me, and I'm gonna be fine. And guess what? I will always get 38 to 45% of the white vote. I get 30 to 45% of the white vote. I don't fucking really get
There you go. There you go, right there.
I want a new co-partner.
There you go, right there. That explains everything.
One more kid.
That explains everything.
Very low attention span.
Yeah, I agree. See, here go the thing, right? People should start saying we don't care about first Black. We care about Black first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These first Black politicians ain't shit.
Right.
It don't mean shit if they're the first Black politician. What it means, what's important is if the politician is Black first, not first Black.
Right.
Oh yeah, he cussing more than me, Robin. Just being all kinds of high yellow and ratchet.
No, I can come smile. I don't have to do no goddamn work. Right? I don't have to do no work systemically, and I'm gonna be fine. And guess what? I will always get 38 to 45% of the white vote. If I get 30 to 45% of the white vote, I don't fucking have to damn get the white vote I got just past election. You got black city, that's great. You can have all black everything. And guess what? You won't have green nothing. Damn white money. Things that you are looking after their shit.
You see that?
Yep.
I want y'all to make sure that y'all hold on real quick, man. I'm about to put this up here so y'all can see the captions. This is him. You know what I'm saying? This is Stephen Reed. This dude is a clown. He is a clown. Do y'all hear me? A clown.
Yeah.
He is the biggest clown. Homeboy, you are the biggest.
right.
We got kicked out the studio, Black family. We're gonna close it out. We're gonna have to do a part 2, obviously.
Pay attention to the truth.
Go ahead, Lady.
Everybody stay yeah, just have a happy Black August and stay black and dangerous. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I'm so sick. I don't even know how to fix it, so you're lucky you saw me on camera today. And just be thankful. I'm so thankful that this happened, this little this uprising. I'm so happy. It made my heart jump with joy.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the best scenes so far, and everything is coming off after it. It's been pretty damn good. Tomorrow we're gonna start wherever Jesse left off on that video, and we'll probably come a little earlier, and sometime later on, if there's time, we're gonna do the RVA, and I got a lot of different things to cover. I already got my queue ready. Well, I'll get it ready because we had to shut the computer down so many times. But thank you guys. Thank you for watching, tuning in to the Front Line Blacc News every Saturday at 10 o'clock. And thank you for watching. Stay up with us on Shabaka's Black Experience on Tuesdays and Fridays. And I'm coming tomorrow with the RVA. I've been shadow banned for a week. Whenever shadow ban is over. So we'll see. After tomorrow, they probably will shadow ban me and strike me again. So remember, we don't own these platforms. So we're subjected to having to rebuild them every now and again. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And pray for the doll. She gets better because she's running a campaign. Please. All right. Peace.
Yes. Peace.
You get some violence in.
Yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in to season 3, episode 19, part 1 of the Frontline Blacc News. We'll be back later on today with part 2 of season 3, episode 19 of the Frontline Blacc News. In the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe to all of our platforms, Frontline Blacc News with the double C on YouTube and Facebook, and the Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, last but certainly not least, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Twitter or X, whatever they're calling it now, at Shabaka EXP. Stay black, stay dangerous, stay empowered, stay informed,
equipped to the chair,
and stay swinging the chair.
That should be my